Podcast. We are your outlet to voice your frustrations. The world's first interactive podcast where the audience can become a guest of the show. Presenting your hosts, Devin G Ewart and Patrick Martin.
Filling in for Devin tonight.
Yeah. How y'all doing out there? So, yeah, we had a little problems in the beginning of when we were about to start the podcast, but hey, you know what? It just shows that I can do something.
Growing pains still.
Growing pains after how many? 85 episodes?
It's like 90, 100,000.
100,000?
Yeah, no, it's all good. It's some restream difficulties.
No, I mean, shit happens.
Yep.
So, because like I said, when I came up here to start getting everything ready, everything was all good. And,
welcome, everybody.
Yeah.
Good evening.
Welcome.
It is December 7th, 6:30, half an hour late.
Yeah. Today's Pearl Harbor Day, too.
Oh, yes. Date that'll live in infamy.
All the vets, things for you did.
Absolutely.
Yep. So
anybody that might have had relatives during Pearl Harbor, which I doubt any of our listeners do, but still, condolences and respect. Well, there you go.
Well, I mean, he wasn't in Pearl Harbor. He had just left. So,
okay.
Yeah, he was out in the Pacific and everything. So,
but yeah, man. Awesome evening plan this evening. We got a little bit of just the normal show, and then at the end we're going to close it out with a bit of my take on what happened with me this weekend and in the Conjuring House.
In the Conjuring House.
Ooh.
All right. Let's start with the weather. Weather, it sucks. It made me start having a sinus infection, which really, sucks. It does, man. It's cold outside in Dallas. It's like 50-something degrees, I think, and it's going to even get colder. So that's the weather.
That was very comprehensive.
Yeah, it was. I don't even know if rain's coming or not.
You left a little bit out. There is some rain.
Is there?
Way to the south of us, but that's this evening. But anyways, there's no rain in the forecast for the next until Thursday the 16th, which is my mother's birthday. Tonight's low is 42. We're gonna be we're warming up at the end of this week. Actually, we're gonna have a high 83 by Friday. So. But then we're dipping down back that night, back into the 40s, and it looks like we may have a cool front come back through over the weekend. But
another cool front.
But we're even staying in the 70s next week too, man. It's going to be a warm December.
Oh my God.
Hey, let's just hope for not a repeat of last year.
Oh, February.
Yeah. Let's just keep it on this trend until spring.
Right.
Because T-Core is already No, Textile. I don't know. Who is it that does
ERCOT
or ERCOT or what? ERCOT, whatever.
Not ERCOT.
Whatever the fuck their name
ERCOT.
is. They're already talking about they're sending inspectors out to inspect the grid and shit. And I'm like, stop trying to fear monger, damn it.
Yeah. I mean, well, they've already been talking about rolling blackouts.
I know.
Again.
Which I heard the other day, Carrollton and Farmers Branch went through a brownout.
A brownout.
Those of you who don't know what a brownout is when
it's a shit brownout?
Yeah. It's when you eat too much Taco Bell. Bong, you should have the sound effect queued up for that.
Oh, yeah, I know. I couldn't. I was looking for them. And
it's all good. But so brownout is when they don't actually, instead of rolling blackouts where they black out the entire power for the area, they actually lower the voltage or I guess it's the voltage that comes to the house, so your lights throughout your house will dim. A lot of your appliances will run a little bit more inefficiently for that period of time.
Uh-huh.
And so that's what a brownout is.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, I found the Taco Bell and of course it's not working. So.
Hey, who all do we have in the house tonight? Who all's in the audience?
Yeah, everybody say hello or wave your hand or say hi or something.
I see nine watchers. I know I'm one of them. So
Yeah.
Do they don't count you got like us in the studio as watchers, do they? Oh, it just went down to 8.
Uh-oh. Well, that one just left. Whoa.
DGE Media's watching, Frustration Unlimited's watching, Frustration Unlimited.
No, that's how many people.
Okay.
That's how many people are watching.
Oh, so we've got one person from the actual FU podcast. We've got a person from DGE watching. Oh, Anthony's watching, of course.
Yeah, Anthony, and then you got somebody from Twitch. Yeah,
Anthony's still got his top fan badge and milestone follower.
Oh, does he?
Yes, he does.
Oh, okay,
It's not showing over in on Restream, but it shows if you look in the Facebook comments. It gives him his due. Who else we got out there listening? Anthony can't be responsible for all 8 listeners we got.
All 8.
I mean, we got.
Yeah.
I know it's crazy out there, but who else we got? Feel free to comment.
Is anybody out there watching this while they're doing Christmas shopping? Probably not. Whatever.
I'd put us in with headphones during Christmas shopping. That'd be funny.
Yeah.
People just start. Devin's at your mom's house. Just kidding. Devin's on his way here.
Yeah, he's on his way. He
took it upon himself to
take a trip somewhere.
Take a trip.
He needed to kind of get away a little bit, I guess.
Come on, y'all, just take a ride. Don't you say a word, just get inside. Oh, Fantastic Voyage. That's from Coolio. Okay.
So he's in the cemetery. Oh yeah, I get that. He's not in the cemetery.
That's why I took it back. I was just kidding.
Right. So
I'm gonna, even when my mom passes one day in the future, hopefully.
There we go. I finally got it.
I'm gonna still have trouble not making mama jokes.
Yeah. Well,
so only one person says hello. We got all these listeners.
And one person only says hello.
If you're listening on Facebook, log into Frustration Unlimited page itself instead of DGE Media and watch through there. That way, maybe that's why the comments might not be coming up. I refuse to believe that Anthony's the only one in the audience. We usually have at least
usually
Byron, Kim.
Yeah, because usually when we have someone like from Twitch or from YouTube or whatever, they comment. Their comment still comes up on this, and it just shows where they're commenting from, like Twitch, Facebook, or YouTube. So
there's Natalie. Hi, fuckers. So there's a listener.
Oh,
so we've got 2.
No,
that's 3.
Yeah.
So I'm 3. We found 3 out of the 9. We still got 6 people that need to speak up. Maybe some of them are at work. Maybe they can't speak.
There. I put in one in there, too. Oh, shit.
Man. Well, maybe I need to share this. Here, let's see here. Let me...
Share what?
Let's go ahead and...
There's Alex. Grease is in the building.
Alex, what's up, man? There's a faithful new listener.
Blah.
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 Got a Greek translator in the house.
Okay, so you say hi, and I go blah. Blah.
Yeah, man.
Oh.
Alex, get some of your friends on. Tell them about us.
Yeah.
Tell your friends about me.
Oh, sorry.
Not the fart.
I didn't mean to do that.
That was a sound effect. That was not live.
Yeah. Okay. Come on now. Blue? Really? Blue?
What?
Blue what?
Bleh. Remember when you...
Oh, bleh.
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 It's the only...
I thought it was that. You said it was that.
Apparently, it's the only thing he knows how to say in Greek, Alex. So that's why he said. That's why.
No, that'd be Russian.
He just felt he's like, vibing with you on a level. That's all.
Yeah, why not? Shit. All right. So you took a trip this weekend.
I took a trip to Boston.
Oh yeah.
It was because I was wicked smart.
Did you park the car in the Hoppy Yard?
Yeah, I parked the car.
You parked the car?
Yeah. Now, boy, there's having shame if anybody from Boston's listening to me right now. They're like, that motherfucker sucks.
It's okay. It's all right. That's Patriots lands. Whatever.
Whatchamacallit, yes. Well, first off, was your weekend eventful? Did you work? Did you do anything?
Who?
You.
Yeah,
I mean...
Did a little bit.
Did you enjoy your weekend at all?
Nah, it was okay.
Did you have any drinks?
I had a couple.
Had a couple? Okay.
Yeah, I had a couple.
That's what I'm talking about.
I was just around. That's it.
No doubt.
Yep.
Oh.
But I kept watching all your live feed and everything from from the Conjuring House. So. But yeah.
Yeah, well, we're going to get into that a little bit later too, if you want to stay tuned to that. But as far as the trip itself, I can talk about a little bit about that. So, the trip was funny. It when you watch these ghost shows and they go to these dark places, you go to these dark places and the way the show is always set up is like they have trouble with their travel plans or like their planes, this and that, and they're like right from the start, it seems as though something didn't want us to investigate here.
Right.
And so that's kind of how my trip started. I got to the airport. My backpack, I got my friend from work to drop me off at the airport. I go to security, go find my wallet. Wallet had fallen out of my backpack.
Wow.
And so I had to call him real quick.
That sucks.
You ain't lying. I had to call him real quick. He had to run back, pick me up, and then had to run me back to work, and then back to the airport. And then once that happened, I got through security. Thank God, dude. I picked travel days or maybe that's just the way the airports are now. I got right through security, no problem there whatsoever. Got to my gate, had plenty of time. Went and sat at Fridays. I actually made a post about it. Anybody that's goes to terminal, I think it was Terminal B. Let me verify this because I gotta give big ups to this dude. It was like 8:30 in the morning, and I'm eating breakfast, and I'm in.
Are you in DFW or are you in Boston?
I was in DFW. This is before I actually flew out.
Oh, okay.
So, so I had all that bad luck at first, and then, let's see here. Yeah. Okay. So it was Terminal B. I went and ate at TGI Fridays, and this dude Marvin was my server. And for at 8:30 in the morning, if you can, make your job a stand-up comedy routine, man, I'm all about it. The dude came back to the table every time he brought me a drink. He's like, man, he goes, I knew you were in your feelings, so here, man, get it. He goes, or like. When he switched the straw, or when he gave me another drink, and you know how they can't switch the straw, obviously, because they can't touch it. You need to touch it.
Right.
He's like, hey, man, and you and the straw got a strong relationship, so don't forget that. Like, he just had something on point every single time he came back, and he was doing it at every table. He was busy. So, and he was still taking the time to make me laugh, and it was hilarious. And so I wrote him a kind note, and also I took care of him, too, as well, as far as tip. But thank God for that laugh, because, like, right as I get done eating, I find out my flight's delayed an hour and a half. And then so I'm like, all right, whatever. So I sit there for a while, and then I decide to at least start trucking towards the gate, and I get to my gate, and then right as I get to my gate, it tells me it's changing gates. Not only changing gates, but changing terminals. And Americans like A and B there.
Yeah. And
so I'm like, well, son of a bitch. And so I go and talk to somebody. I was like, do I need to go take a shuttle to Terminal A? No, you just go, you walk around, or you can take the driver. And I'm not exactly out of shape, so I walked it. And then so I got over there. I finally get to that gate, and it was a solid fucking probably quarter-mile walk. It was a long way, dude. Maybe a little less. And so
at least you didn't have to walk the whole damn airport.
Thank God I didn't. But then I get there. I forget, something 18.
Yeah.
I get there. I sit down. I'm like, man, I want another drink. So I go get another drink, and sure enough, they switched my gate on me again for a third time. And so
they're real good at that.
Yeah, no doubt, man. So you know what I'm saying? I got all this, these bad omens. And then some dude at the bar was asking, what are you going to, we struck up a conversation. He asked me what I'm going to Boston for. And then, so I broke down the Conjuring House, and he's like, gave me that look like, wow, you're, pretty fucking crazy, but okay.
Yeah, right.
And I was like, it's nothing, I don't expect to be. I was like, it'll either be exciting or really boring. And so he went on about my way. Ended up getting on the flight with the people that I didn't think I was going to be on the flight with. So I didn't have to Uber when I got there, which is a plus. We got to Boston. In Boston, I got to say, it's not a place that I'm like, oh, I want to go, but Man, you get out of the airport and like immediately history everywhere. Fucking everywhere. Statues, monuments, old time buildings. Even the town, like downtown itself, has got some just old stuff. And I mean, we're talking the beginning of the country here. So
Right.
we were taking the cab across the bridge, a small bridge across the harbor, and I was like, "Who's got some tea? I want to throw it out in the fucking."
Yeah.
And so that was cool.
So did you go where that happened?
No, we didn't. We just we went out for the evening. We went to a place called French Quarter, which go figure it's New Orleans food, but it was fucking good.
I bet.
God, we had
bet.
fried crab claws and some called lost bread, and it's like a Cajun bread with cheese all over it and shit. And then we went to the beer bar called Cheers. It's modeled after the show.
Right.
And it's down. It goes down in just like Cheers does. Like it's got that stairs to get down into. And
right.
The inside doesn't look like Cheers, but it's got a lot of memorabilia. It's playing 80s music. Really nice place. Good food. And good drinks. Reasonably priced drinks, because everything up there is fucking expensive, just so you know.
That's a given.
Like there was there was 3 people that ordered clam chowder in a cup instead of a bowl, because that's how some people really like it in a cup. And 3 clam chowders was $38 fucking dollars.
Wow.
They're $40 for 3 clam chowders. Like, are you fucking kidding me?
Good God.
And you're $15 fucking.
That's a lot, man. That's too much
for some fucking soup.
Yeah, for soup.
But anyways, so we had a good night, a really good night. We were all really dandy. We walked through Boston Commons, which is kind of like Boston's Central Park with less trees.
Right.
Really nice and lit up with Christmas lights and all that. And then we all kind of about 10:30 started heading back to the hotel, because we were going to make it a day the next day, driving up to the farmhouse, because we wanted to stop in Salem too.
Right.
As well. So I get a shower and I get ready for bed, and I open up my curtains, and the number one, when we checked in, the guy at the front desk was like, "You want a city view or do you want a quiet room?" And I'm like, "I'm in Boston, I wouldn't mind seeing the city." And I'm thinking he's going to give me an upper level room, 6th, 7th floor maybe, if they don't have that many stories, whatever. They put me on the 2nd fucking floor. I could hear the people having conversations outside my fucking window.
Wow.
So anyways, right before I go to bed, I go ahead and like look out the window. I got literally, it's a street view, and then there's Macy's. That's literally all I got.
Uh-huh.
And so as I'm opening, it's like 11 o'clock. I'm getting ready to go to bed. I open up the fucking curtains, and what do I see? A fucking homeless guy with his pants halfway down around his fucking legs, with his bare ass exposed. Like a kid when he goes to a public bathroom to take a piss in the urinal.
Right.
They can't just pull down the front of their pants. They pull down the whole thing. Just pissing on a construction barrel. Like, oh, well.
I can smell you.
Like, welcome to Boston. So I go to sleep. And then 3:30, 3:15, something like that, I wake up to yelling, dude, like screaming, and it's 2 dudes. And I'm like, what the fuck is that? Sounds like it's coming from another room. And then I get up and realize it's coming from outside the window.
Right.
Look outside, like 15 feet to the right of where the dude was pissing. Him and some other homeless dude are having like a turf war or something. And they start fucking wrestling. They're not like boxing it out. Hey, somebody made it.
Oh, look at that. There's Devin.
So we're recapping the beginning of my trip.
Oh, wow. He's not asking me to move. That's cool.
I mean, it's okay. We'll get through the story, and then we can all rearrange.
No. We can stay this way.
Plain line Boston clam chowder that was $38 for 3.
So I'm doing I'm giving the beginning of the trip, and we'll get into the Conjuring House a few minutes a little bit later as the show gets going. How's your mic?
You gotta turn the board on.
It is on.
No, that board.
Top right. Sorry to interrupt your.
No, it's okay.
You gotta wait for it to. Oh, there we go. Whoa.
There you go.
So
Patrick, the one on that first one. Kill that.
He's loud.
Kill that. Bring it down all the way down.
Kill it.
Kill it. You know what kill means, right?
Yeah, I did.
Like y'all trying to murder me earlier. I heard. Somebody said Patrick said, "Bury me," and then you went on.
No.
I'll see how it is.
Somebody asked where Devin was, and I said he was at your mom's house, and then Anthony said, "Oh, so he's in the cemetery."
And then I said, "No, we don't need him at the cemetery." That's what I said.
That's how that conversation.
Yeah.
I'm just fucking with you.
So like I said, so I wake up to the bum that was pissing on the barrel when I went to sleep is now fighting with another bum. I don't know if they're having turf wars or what the shit is, but they're wrestling and shit. And whoa, what happened to my mic just now? You got this. Hold on.
Is it output? Huh?
Hold on. No, there. I just went away. I just went quieter. There. Okay.
There you go. No, it's auto switching.
What are we doing now?
Go back.
I'm gonna wait till they get the studio figured out before I finish.
Here, let's switch places.
No, we don't need to switch places.
Yeah, because you're in the wrong thing.
Well, you were trying to push that one.
Yeah, but you didn't scroll to the right thing. You selected the wrong thing. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, okay. Go ahead.
You literally said, "Is it this?" And then you selected
okay.
it. I'm like, "Nope."
All right. Go ahead.
Sorry.
You can keep talking. Go ahead.
So the bums are fighting, and you know, because I don't fall into 99% of most America, I didn't grab my camera and film it because I don't get into that shit. I don't dig that bum fights, and I don't want to end up in court like that motherfucker did.
You should do bum fight.
Anyways, so
No, 80's got a point. They did get into
they got in
trial.
some trouble and shit, and I'm not. I ended up having to testify before the fucking like Congress or some shit. It got big.
Yeah.
So anyways, they go on, like, I watched for about 3 or 4 minutes just to see what happens. Nothing happens. They're just wrestling because they're not socking each other or nothing. So I'm like, yeah, okay, whatever. I try to go to sleep. They go on for 45 fucking minutes, dude.
Who, the bums?
Yes. Like they would stop. You'd hear them stop. You'd hear them stop, and then they'd start up again.
Oh, really?
They stop, then they start up. Dude, I didn't get to bed. I was asleep before this happened, but I didn't go back to sleep till almost 4:15.
Wow.
Or maybe 5 o'clock. I had to take.
Wait, this was before you went.
This was Friday night.
So this is before you went to the.
Yeah, this was in Boston.
Yeah.
Because we stayed in Boston.
So how are you supposed to stay up all night and listen and look for ghosts? Ghosts.
The goat just needed to be pushed.
Maybe he
to
was
the fence.
Maybe he was more interested in the ghosts.
Thank God I got thank God I got the sleep I did. Okay, that's all I gotta say. Because I took a Xanax and I ended up falling asleep.
I was going to ask you about that.
We got up about 8:30. Went down to breakfast because we got on the road at about 10. Because we didn't just go to the farmhouse. We stopped in Salem on the way up there. Like it's on the way. So we went to the Witch Museum, and I learned a lot of history about those witch trials. Dude, they treated those and it wasn't just women. Like, people think it was only women that were hung. There was a couple dudes that were involved in it too. And the way that the whole thing came about is just really fucked up. Like that term, a witch. This is a witch hunt. It's legit, man. These women. Oh my God, they were persecuted so horribly. But anyways, that's for another time. But we ended up getting through that, and we had a good time. We had a couple of beers. Man, you want to talk about some really good ciders? Boston has some fucking amazing ciders, dude. I had Artifact is one of them. It was all right, and then there was one called.
What's a good one?
Down East. Down East cider was really good.
Down East. Do you know where it's from or where it's made?
From Boston.
Boston.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
The only thing every time I think Boston is Sam Adams. That's it.
No, trust me, there's plenty.
I think of the Tea Party.
Hey, you want like a Boston lager?
Lager?
The wicked smart.
The wicked smart.
You know, but yeah, it was fun. It was a really good time. Like, overall, the whole trip was really cool. I would say we'll get into the Conjuring House a little bit later, but the Sunday I stayed there, like, I was so exhausted from the night before that I slept almost 7 hours when I got to the hotel room on Sunday. Went down to eat, kind of walked around. There wasn't a lot because I was staying right close to the airport, so there wasn't a lot around the hotel to do. So I walked around. Had a good time, and then went back to went to eat, had a drink at the bar, 2 drinks at the bar, and went upstairs, and I think I went to sleep right before 10, and I think I slept 11 hours straight or something like that. And yeah, I was out. OUT out. I had some good sleep. I had some I had some edible sleep. I'm just
No.
gonna put it like that. Man, it was good sleep. Like seriously, I haven't slept like that in a long time.
Nice.
Blackout curtains, so you didn't even know the sun came up. By the way,
Yeah. Sounds like my bedroom.
it gets fucking dark, and I mean like dark at like 4:30 to 5.
Oh, that's right. Time change.
Oh my God, it's dark over
That's
there.
horrible.
It was crazy, dude. Like, I was waiting for my plane a Sunday at like 3 something, and I'm looking out, and the sun's already fucking setting. Like, this doesn't feel right at all.
Well, the further you go up north, it doesn't. I mean, the sunset earlier.
It's no reason it's cold up there. No wonder
there
it's
than
cold
it
up
does.
there.
Ain't got enough sun.
Yeah, I mean, it's almost like it.
Sure.
That,
Hell yeah.
isn't that like?
I didn't bring any alcohol. I mean, I have some downstairs, but I didn't bring any up here.
Isn't it like that in
6-pack of ciders.
Bring my
Seattle
What?
too? It's like that in Seattle too.
I don't remember. I went to
in my phone,
Seattle
you can find it.
I went to Seattle last December for work, but I don't remember what it was like.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Alaska. You know, you got 3 months of sun,
bro.
Yep.
You got 3
You
months.
got 3 months of sun and then like a month of night, isn't it? Don't
I
they
thought
have
it was.
30 days
I thought it was 3 and 3, man.
Nah.
That's what I thought.
Sounds like a good time in the bedroom is what that sounds like.
What, 3 and 3?
Sorry, I'm what?
3 and 3? What?
3 and 3.
3 on 3?
3 and 3 technically that's an orgy.
Yeah.
All right, whatever.
It's not gonna be an orgy.
To
Not gonna
orgies.
be an orgy. Oh my God.
Cheers.
There's a party now.
Well, I'm glad you survived, Andy.
Oh, we'll get into that. I definitely survived. I messaged you earlier today about that
Oh, did you?
on your
Oh.
your iPad. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I sent you. I let you know. So just so you know, Devin has not heard. Patrick, I kind of gave a rundown. He got a spoiler alert. So
if I ask questions, think like I'm the audience. So I'm asking hopefully the same questions you'd probably ask.
Well, stay
I don't know
tuned. 'Cause you got to stay tuned if you want to find out what happened. And I'm going to tell you that I'm going to be honest with you 100%. I'm not going to give it to you like the TV shows and the YouTube channels. Like, hey, I still want you to smash that subscribe button and hit the like, you know what I'm saying, if you enjoy this podcast, but I'm not going to just make up shit for those of you out there. I'm going to tell you exactly what happened to me.
He's not doing it for the gram.
Yeah, I'm not doing it for the gram. I'm gonna tell you exactly what happened to me. I'm gonna tell you exactly what happened to the people I was with, and you can make your judgment from there.
No, that's what I like. I like when they just tell the information and you can formulate your own opinion based on the information that's provided.
Yeah.
Don't try to slate it one way or the other.
Yeah, and so the suspense is probably gonna be killing some of y'all out there because I saw a lot of comments before and you're like, you're brave for going out there and I wouldn't do it and this and that, and I met a dude in the airport. I told a random guy, he's like, what are you going to Boston for? Because we were talking and shit, and I told him, and he's like,
Oh yeah, I heard that on the drive.
you're braver than me. So let's see. What did Alex say here? Oh, now that you said New York, I actually have relatives in the U.S. They live in a town called Philadelphia, I think.
That's
I'm sorry. Philadelphia
Yeah,
Eagles.
you need
I
to
hate.
stay- you
I'm
need to
not.
stay
I'm not.
away
A,
from
I'm not a
Philly.
big
Yeah.
fan of people from Philly. So don't get me wrong. It's a city of brotherly love, but
No, it's
only if you live there.
Yeah, only for people that live there.
Yeah,
Anybody
you-
else, they say.
you have-
Fuck you.
They kill each other there.
Yeah, but you have to live there and you have to wear an Eagles jersey. Otherwise,
Okay,
it's
you
not
know what?
brotherly love.
You know what?
Right?
You know what?
You wear a Cowboys jersey, you're gonna be shot on site.
Yeah.
Pretty much. That's what I was gonna say. I give you, I'll give you $100.
They come here and act like that. You know what? I'm not gonna do that. Let's
Don't
see.
stereotype. Don't pigeonhole.
I'm
all-
not. I did. I don't know if I said that correctly as
There's
well.
probably a
No,
few
Philadelphia. I think that's how it's spelled.
Yeah.
The only Philadelphia I know is a butter brand. That's a cream cheese brand
Oh,
here.
Philadelphia
Yeah.
cheese spread. Yeah.
Give me the Philly
Cream
cheese,
cheese,
the cream
yep.
cheese, Philly cream cheese. That's how I make my cheesecakes. Yeah, because I'm a cheesy motherfucker.
Right.
Well,
Yeah,
anyways,
Yeah.
they send me some photos. It looks like a beautiful city, actually. Yeah, no, the city itself is beautiful, but the people, I mean, never mind.
Yeah,
We're not gonna get into it.
The people, not so much.
Yeah, they're a little angry sometimes.
Yeah, they're.
They're angry because their bell
I would
cracked.
never go up there.
'Cause
I
they're
would never
what?
go
Their
up
bell cracked.
My bad.
there. Liberty Bell, isn't it? Yeah.
Yep. And where's the Liberty Bell, Patrick, Mr. Historian?
Philly.
Thank you.
I hope so. I was gonna say, hey, this conversation, after what just transpired, if he got that fucking wrong,
Right?
Isn't that like
been like Jackson? We just talked about it.
Is
Had
that
the same conversation with my son.
that's like close to Independence Hall, isn't it? I think so. Liberty Bell is close to Independence Hall.
I have no idea.
Alex said you have a
where the
Philadelphia.
Declaration
No. It's Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Alex, it's in a state called Pennsylvania, and it's one of their cities. We don't have a Philadelphia in Texas.
No.
And we don't have a Philadelphia in New York either.
Yeah,
I will say we have a place called New Boston in Texas.
Yeah. And
And we
apparently
have
we have
Buffalo.
Italy. We have Italy, Texas.
Yes, we
Oh,
do.
of
I drove
course.
through
And
that. I
Paris,
was like,
and
what the-
Paris.
Paris. Yep.
Buffalo.
We have a Buffalo, Texas?
Yes.
Wow.
Like we have like New Boston, so not Boston, just like Paris and Italy. That
Go to New
Yeah.
Boston.
like they wouldn't even want to move there.
Go to New Boston and ask them if they parked a car.
Oh, Alex meant the cheese. Yes, we have Philadelphia cream cheese. It's not butter though. We don't. At least I haven't seen a Philadelphia butter.
No, I think it's just...
Motion detected at the front.
Wow.
Yeah.
Motion detected at your mom's bedroom.
She's about to get motion deactivated.
Yeah, motherfucker.
There, she gone.
All right.
She go night-night. Alexa, you suck. Ha-ha.
You suck too.
So
Go ahead,
Devin,
Andy.
what?
So, Andy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
What?
Go ahead.
Devin, what you been doing all day today?
Let's see. Went to Corpus. Took some photos. And then I shot some sunset pictures. They were freaking phenomenal. And then skedaddled back here as fast as possible.
Long walks along the beach.
Dude, so you know how it was like super windy here yesterday or the day before?
No, I don't. 'Cause I
Okay.
wasn't-
Oh, yeah. You were out. Patrick, you know how...
yeah,
listening
dude.
audience.
Yes.
That's from Texas. So it was like super windy here. Well, get down to Corpus and it's like 200-mile-an-hour winds there too. I'm like, oh, shit, we can't escape this shit.
you were going down there, and then the front was following you.
Evidently.
I mean, usually when
have it.
somebody goes down, the front follows.
Okay. All right. Okay.
So we went to a hold on. I went to a wildlife sanctuary last night,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah?
and dude, they had sea turtles and stuff. So you know how we had that big freeze and all the electricity and all that shit went out.
Yeah.
So apparently all the electricity went out everywhere except for the sanctuary place. So they had like over 1,500 sea turtles that they had to rescue and stuff. So it's a non-profit, it's a volunteer type of organization.
Wow.
Met the owners and stuff. They're really, really cool. They're both vets. One's an actual veterinarian, and he specializes in reptiles and stuff like that. But they have a ton of sea turtles, and a lot of them are injured that they have now.
Right.
So like it'll be missing like a fin or whatever. And they said
yeah.
as long as they got a perpendicular fins, then they're okay. But
Right.
if they lose both front fins, then they're like screwed.
They're done.
Yeah, they're done.
Wow.
Yeah, and if they lose a left front and a right rear, then they're they're
Wow.
real hard to rehabilitate.
They just
Um,
spin in a circle.
spin in a circle. A permanent
Is that
left.
wrong? Is that wrong?
It's like NASCAR, permanent left.
Yeah. Another left turn.
But yeah, they had raptors, they had owls, so I got pictures of all that sort of stuff. There was
They had dinosaurs there?
they did.
Oh, shit.
Dude, it was sick. Then they had this dragon thing, like literally, legitimately, it's like a 6-foot dragon. Like it was animals and and a bunch of venomous snakes and stuff too. I got pictures of all that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's pretty cool. It's a pretty cool
Do
little
they
trip.
have any trouser snakes?
No, but I did.
He's like, no, I brought my own.
It was bring your own.
So Alex said, by the way, I saw a statistic graph, whatever that is, that in the U.S., every state has a town called Athens.
Yes.
So, Alex,
We have one.
And when I told my stupid middle school teacher that I was going to Athens, they're like, Texas? Yeah, I'm going to be gone for a month to go to Athens, Texas.
I mean, fuck it. If Athens is that cool, to Athens, Texas. Yeah, there's I don't know. I can't speak I don't know if every state has an Athens or not. That's something you'd probably have to consult the Oracle of Google about. Google's a really good tool on that. It's much smarter than I.
Well, it makes sense because Athens was the homeland of the Olympics. So, like, if the U.S. Oh, these are like runny.
They're melted.
They're melted.
Are they melted?
Ew. Where did these come from? The drawer?
Yes, the green ones came from there too. Oh yeah, those are definitely melted. That's
So to answer your question, Alex, yes,
oh shit.
we have an Athens down here in Texas.
Think of it,
It's
right?
kind of southeast Texas a little bit, just outside of Corsicana.
Man, we're losing listeners. Where's our usual crowd at tonight? Where's Byrony? Where's Kim?
Y'all were late.
No, we weren't late.
He made it.
Well, we were late, yeah, but I made an announcement that we were.
Did you
running
put it on
late.
the frustration page or your
Yes.
page? I noticed that you put a lot of your announcements on your page, and not everybody that's on frustration is on Patrick's page.
Yeah.
Just
How
like,
very
I share
selfish
I
of
share
you.
it on.
That's
I
why-
share,
that's
I
why
share,
I
I
shared
share
your-
everything. No, hold on. I share everything on frustration. That's the first place I go, and then I kind of branch it all out. That's what I do.
By branching it out, it means he puts it on his page and his page only.
I can put it on y'all's. I didn't know. I thought that y'all
Oh,
would
no,
have
no,
it on
you don't
yours.
have to
It's
worry
so
about
that his
I
harem
share. I
could
just
know.
go to grab your stuff and share it on my page anyways. But anytime that you like make
What?
an announcement, it's usually on the 80s page or your page.
No,
And
no,
I'm
no,
like,
no, no. It was on frustration
Should
page.
it be on the frustration page?
Yeah,
Yes.
and then shared to the other pages?
It
Yes,
is
that's-
shared to the other pages. All of them are
But it
shared to
should originate on the
on,
FU.
on the
and
FU
then,
page. It's always originated.
thank
on
you for
FU.
calling him out.
No, I'm
I've
saying.
just noticed it a couple times. I've called.
No,
I've actually
that's
called you out in
okay.
the comment section before too.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
'Cause I'm a dick.
No, no.
just,
Somebody
just
regulate.
like that headshot you used of me.
What?
Hey, I made that.
He
Ask him.
puts up a scary advertisement for the show tonight and puts me in a fucking bow tie.
Well, hey, ask him. I was doing that on Saturday night.
I know.
then-
You sent me a headshot. I was in the middle of a trip, and he's like, "Send me headshots." And I'm like, "I'm fucking."
Well, and I didn't get one. I didn't get one, and so
You
I
know,
went
the
ahead
people have one of them
yeah,
take it.
but I got them this morning.
Monday morning. I sent it to you Monday morning.
Oh, okay.
I sent it to both y'all.
Yeah, I was busy Monday morning. He was gone. I was busy. And
Busy
then I
doing
had it
nothing.
already made. And I said, okay, Devin likes this. So I went in and posted it.
I haven't even seen it
You
yet.
know what?
Oh, bullshit.
Let's go with that.
We looked at it the other night.
Andy-
Well, I know I haven't seen the finished product.
Andy and a
That's what I'm
It
fucking
was the same thing that you saw the other night.
Andy and a
So that means he ain't done shit since then.
Andy in a
my
pastel
God.
green bow tie is fucking scary.
It's scary.
The other ones
It
I
is
sent
scary.
you, like, at least I look like I might be a ghost hunter. Guns and vests and shit, and like sunglasses.
That's hilarious.
Whatever. It's all right.
Like, oh man, what is this? Oh, and even Lindsay's like, did you see the picture? And I was like, yeah, me and the fucking bow tie.
Hey, that was the only decent one that was on your freaking page that I took.
Fucking stalker.
I'm not a fucking stalker. I didn't stalk.
I have a
Yeah.
pretty good headshot on there.
He
somewhere.
perused. He did not stalk.
Perused. Yeah, I got a couple other headshots on there. If you go through my profile picture, there's a few of them. You can crop.
They all suck.
Well, you know, I don't usually do it for the gram. I'm not as photogenic as Devin.
Shit.
Oh my God.
I am not photogenic. That's why I don't post photos. Hardly ever.
I just want to,
Not lately, anyway.
I want to pull up his. I want to pull up his.
That was great timing. Too bad the camera didn't switch to him in time.
Yeah. You
Damn
gonna
it.
pull up his what?
He's got headshots. He's got headshots. I don't.
Oh,
No,
okay.
Willow, you're gonna have to find somewhere.
Willow,
to lay
my
down.
girl.
I have a couple of headshots, but they're old, and I don't want headshots done.
You ever had any money shots?
Oh,
Shit.
where you
I'm
at?
trying to find the right one here.
How is it that we don't have any of the ladies in the audience this evening?
I know. What's up with
I
that?
thought I saw Barney come in earlier, but I guess.
I think it's like an all-male show tonight. Like, what the hell's going on?
Oh, all males.
All males.
We're down to 4 listeners on all platforms.
Damn, what the fuck?
What is going on?
This is December, man.
No, that doesn't make it. It's so.
Ah, baby. Willow, go get us new people. Yeah. Yeah.
Dude, they're
Tell your friends. Willow.
It kicked off of the air right now.
Yeah, let's not do that.
Shut it off.
Yeah, shut it off. Kill it. Thank you.
Shut it off. I gotta let it play.
You can't let it play. We'll get hit, dumbass.
He doesn't know how to shut it off.
You gotta select something else, unfortunately.
Oh.
Yeah, that won't get us kicked off at all.
It's okay.
Oh my god.
So we're about.
Sorry, Zuck. I'm gonna apologize in advance.
We're about on track. We're on par for the evening.
Oh, Jesus.
We are.
I come in this studio and everything goes to fucking hell in a handbasket.
No.
All right, Andy. So where we at? What's going on?
Yeah,
Tell
he
the
was.
story.
He was in Boston.
I mean, that was it for the actual trip itself. All that's left is a Conjuring house, but
Yeah, I want to know.
there was a bunch of people that said they wanted to hear. That's why I'm trying to get people.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, dude, Christina got on my page. She's like, I can't wait, and Byrony and everybody's talking last week. Like, I can't wait to hear about this. And
Well, maybe they're gonna tune in after the fact.
Yeah,
man,
maybe
Slackers.
yeah, but we need some audience participation too.
Yeah.
I love Alex to death, but man, I can't answer all his questions.
Hey, Alex, what you know about ghost hunting in Greece? They got a team up there. I bet you they got a bunch of old haunted shit up there for real.
Well, hell yeah, they probably do.
Like,
They got a lot of haunted crap.
you got to imagine, like with BC and the Olympics and everything else.
Alex said if we go live a little bit earlier, you can fit his family and friends will. Problem is I can't with the fucking traffic. The fact we moved from 8 to 6 p.m.
Yeah, the traffic. I can attest to that tonight. Getting here.
Getting here. I barely make it in time, even when I leave work for early.
I know it sucks.
Ghost hunting has become popular all over the world. It's become a trend, a fucking huge trend. And I mean, that's a lot of the reason that the people buy locations like where I went to. It's a fucking cash cow, dude.
Yeah.
They bought for $400,000. They're selling for 1.2.
Yeah.
And they've got offers coming in over.
Uh-huh.
So, you know what I mean? Like, and you know you're not paying that much for a property if you ain't planning to continue on the business. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Continue on that money train.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, come on.
Because people are like you; they want to have an experience for themselves. You know.
Right. Yep.
And on that note, I'm gonna try one of these shows.
I feel like somebody needs to message our normal fans and say, "Hey, where are you at?"
Right. Why y'all?
Who does that need to be? It can be
Byrony, Kim, Reagan, Molly, who your other friend Kim, who else was there?
Yes, and who?
I'm trying to think. There's a lot of names out there. It's
Yes.
KK.
KK.
Who's KK?
KK.
Oh.
Yeah. I know who you're talking about. I didn't even have to look up.
I mean, I don't know what Natalie's doing. She's just chilling, but I guess she doesn't. She's here. I guess she doesn't need to watch. Let's boost our view count. There, yes. Doom, 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 doom.
We got one.
Just yell, yeah.
Barney.
Yes.
Oh,
there
shit.
she is.
Barney.
Byrony. Byrony.
I'm gonna start calling.
Come on, get it ready. Doom, doom, doom.
Come on.
I'm gonna start calling you.
Where is it?
You know.
Why would you type in Byrony in the damn search bar?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Dumb ass.
Type in Prestige Worldwide.
Oh my god, this guy.
Well, you know, I've been sick.
Well, you know, I had a brain once, and then I traded in for straw.
No.
Yeah. Yeah, there it is. Okay.
There you go.
Okay.
Oh shit!
Devin knocked down the ball.
I knocked down the balls. Jamming the Prestige worldwide.
All right.
Nice. So yeah, I missed out on Tuesday's show when y'all guys did it and Prestige came in. I was literally in the car doing this.
So
And I see you guys going. Dun, dun, dun.
I went back and watched.
Watch what?
Would you watch
I
porn?
went back and watched us. And you know what? I know what I gotta give Patrick.
What's that?
That he does better than you do.
What?
Started the show right at 6 a.m.
6 a.m.
or 6 p.m.
Oh,
right
okay.
on the dot at 6 p.m. Was ready to go, and as soon as we said goodbye, like literally as the minute we said goodbye, "F you" just came across the page.
Yeah.
He's got his beginning and ending timing a little better than
Then what happened tonight? Why is it 30 minutes late?
technical difficulties. I told him we all need to sit down and have a troubleshooting
Well,
session.
that is.
No, in fact, actually, that was one of the things Natalie said too. Is like we need to have a instruction manual, if you will, for.
He's right. After he restarted the stream, everything just popped right back up.
Well, that's what I was wondering if you needed to restart the computer.
Yeah, we
We
did.
did. We did
Okay.
twice.
Twice? Holy
Yes.
shit!
Restarted twice.
No wonder there's a delay.
And then he was like, he's fucking around, going back and forth. He's like, you know what? Hits a couple click buttons, this and that, and then cancels the whatever he said and starts a new event. Bam! Sure enough, right out comes right up.
That's so weird.
Devin B sitting over here. What the fuck?
Right?
Y'all talk for a second. I'll get going here. I'm trying to get audience members. Or
So how was your trip, Gavin?
Did I just call you Gavin?
Yes, you did. First of all, my name's not Gavin. Hey, Ron.
Gavin on these nuts.
No, fucking. They go June.
Patrick. See?
See?
He got the balls in his
Hey,
mouth.
don't be dirty in my damn mic.
He'll be dirty in his balls.
Yeah, don't be dirty in my balls.
My blues are already unraveling. You see how that?
It cut out. Yeah.
It's my mic now.
Yeah, I don't know why it's not mooting.
What the hell is that?
I don't know, but I can't hear myself when you play it. Damn it!
Yeah.
I didn't
Stop
know
playing
what
fucking music,
I'm
fuckface.
not playing nothing. I didn't push nothing.
It just pushed it on its own. What do we got? Fucking Casper the Friendly Ghost up in here because Andy went to the Conjuring.
Yeah, it's kind of like.
Andy, did you bring Casper home with you?
I'm not gonna say.
I was wondering. I was like, do I need to bring Sage? Did this shit follow him into the studio?
Burned a candle. I just messaged Kim, see where she was at. She actually reached out to Lindsay last week, and out of respect, because she wants me to reach out to her about doing her stereo in her car. And respectfully, she's like, hey, I don't want to step on anybody's toes. I wanted to message you first. Is there any chance you could have Andy call me or text me about this? And so I was hitting her up because I'm like, we need some people. Oh, Dustin's watching. Dustin Wood. Man,
I know. How you been, brother?
I haven't seen Dustin since the days of Devin's house parties. The old house parties, way back house parties. I know we still have them occasionally, but these are...
But like before pre-remodel.
Pre-remodel.
Back when I didn't give a shit about the house. I'm like, yeah, fucking burn it down.
The whole room was red.
Yeah, the red room.
Yeah.
Red room.
Stripper pole in it at one point before it moved to the living room.
Yes, that stripper pole moved a lot of places.
I think when there one night that dudes were dancing on that, wasn't I one of them?
I don't know. Probably yes.
I feel like it, yeah.
Thank God this was before cell phone cameras.
Yeah, thank God,
The quality was
thank
any
God
good.
it was before COVID too. 'Cause
All right.
That pole was dirty. Hand sanitizer, shit.
It was funny. I had my guy that was doing the plumbing and stuff on my gas kitchen stove or whatever, and he's like, "Yeah, you want your stripper pole back?" And I was like, "Oh, you ended up with it?" He goes, "Yeah." Stan, the guy who does did the plumbing for the gas stove.
Oh, so I was. Oh, okay.
When I did the remodel, yeah. And so I was like, "Holy shit!" So that's where it ended up. I was always wondering where it disappeared to.
Oh my God.
Apparently, him and his wife. And I don't even want to know.
No, I don't.
I don't want to know.
Hey, do we still have baby wipes up here or wet wipes?
Right there.
Is that what these are?
Those will work. Or what's that big round container back there?
Oh, sanitizer.
Are those wipies?
Yep.
I like a wipies.
There you go.
Thank you, sir.
Sanitizer. Oh, so just so you know,
Get all that sticky red stuff off.
these are the things you throw in the fire.
We talked about that.
That
Those things
apparently-
become bombs
Yes.
that shoot out fire. Whew.
What?
A lot of alcohol in it.
God damn! I was like, what is it stench?
That's a lot of alcohol.
75% alcohol by volume. I feel like we need to drink it.
Drink?
What? Huh?
Drink it?
Nice.
What?
Really? Go ahead. Oh my God, my battery still works on this? Holy shit.
Interesting choice of clothing.
Thank you. Now all I need.
All right. Well, here's a message from Alex. He said he's going to have to go to sleep. That COVID vaccine had made him very sleepy. I'm going to speak to my family and my friends about your live. Hopefully.
Hey, that would be cool. Absolutely. Getting the hang of American slang. Oh, trust me. Once you think you've got it down, it changes because the youth fucks it all up. They do, yeah. The youth. Every time you get I get the term down.
Oh yeah.
You know, if you tell me something, and I tell you that's cap, that means I'm telling you you're lying. That's cap. Yeah.
What?
So if I'm telling the truth.
Hey, Andy.
What?
Bet.
Well, I mean that's been around for a while though.
I know.
But oh snap! But if you tell somebody, so if I'm like, look, no, dog, I spent. Oh shit! You just muted me again.
Sorry.
Timing sucks.
So if I'm saying like this, if I'm saying this chain is like worth 10 G's, no cap, means I'm not lying about it. And I don't understand where no cap came from or why cap is. I don't know. I don't know why. I don't get it.
Whatever.
But Alex, yeah, hey, if anybody can't, if they stay up that late and they want to tune in, they're welcome to. We'll say hello to everyone. We would love to go international. That would be phenomenal.
Yeah, it would. It would be.
Yeah,
Well, we technically already are.
If you can hang on for a little bit, we'll be getting into the Conjuring House deal that I stayed at this week. But if you got to go, I totally understand that. The COVID, at least you didn't get the bad symptoms of it, so it's just making you sleepy. That's not a big deal. You'll be all right. It means I bet you got a decent immune system. I bet you it's better than you think if you're only getting sleepy on it. So,
Word.
you're international already. Yes. Well, we want to be.
Yeah, we are.
We want to be super international.
We want to penetrate all the countries.
Yes. We want to. Emphasis on. You know what? I'm not doing that. No, I'm happy at home. I'll take that back. That joke will go too far. It may be a bit, but I'll get a bit for it later if I say it.
Right.
Yeah, Alex, definitely if you want to message us in the Facebook page or whatever, any content you want to talk about or whatever, we can bring you in live, especially if you have your camera phone, and make sure you go to a place you have a decent internet connection so that way, it's stable and that sort of thing.
Yep.
Or if you're just using your cell phone, like just make sure you got good connection.
And
or Wi-Fi preferably.
You're right. That's exactly right, Alex. Cap is hat. That's why I hate it when they say that shit. I'm like, you're not even wearing a fucking hat. What are you talking about?
Nice.
Oh, so one of your cousins lives in Australia.
Oh yes, hey, tell. I don't know what time zone that is right now, but tell them to hang out too, man. And hey, it also
That'd be early.
So hey,
early
check
in
it
Australia.
out, Alex. Here's the other thing. Not only do we go live, Devin and Patrick have it set up to where you can go and stream and watch them later on Spotify and iTunes.
Apple, iTunes, podcast, Amazon Alexa, basically any and all audio platforms. So Spotify, Pandora, we're on every single.
So
podcast.
even though we only get 9 viewers live, they reach like 9,000 to 10,000 people on those platforms because they restream it. They go back and listen to it later because obviously some of them can't be live on the show. Now, that does, unfortunately, eliminate the ability to comment.
Right.
But at least they get the laughter and the content.
Yeah. That's why when a lot of these comments come up, we got to talk about them or say verbally what they are, is because a lot of our audience is actually coming from the audio portion, so they can't see, unfortunately, the visual comments. So that's why we got to kind of reiterate or talk about what the comments that are popping up.
And sure, I would love to be online with you guys, have a webcam. Dude, you don't even need a webcam. You get your phone and a set of headphones and like even AirPods, and you'd be set up.
So it's not so much your download; it's your upload speed. That's the important thing. So because you're going to be uploading your video, so your upload speed needs to be, I think, above 15.
If you got 5G, I do it from my driveway.
Yeah, but he's in Greece. Different towers.
Do
different.
you guys have 5G? Is that what it's called out there?
I think they're probably on 4G or 4 LTE.
Yeah, if you got LTE, will do it.
Yeah,
pretty sure.
Yeah.
It will.
But it just depends on how many other cell phones are around the area and the towers and all that shit.
Feeling them Jello shots. You fucking mom's Jello shots.
Mom's Jello shots.
Liz's fucking Jello shots, man. Talk about killing a motherfucker and shit. Nice. Alcohol poisoning.
Where?
What you doing, one?
Who's that? Who has
you're Red Bull? Is that what that is?
Yep.
Red Bull and
Do you sleep on Red Bull?
No, but apparently
Dude,
I sleep on weight
she
pills.
took 4 energy pills yesterday and fucking fell asleep 5 minutes later. I looked over. I'm like, how the
gas
fuck is
station
that?
energy
that's like
pills?
me.
The stackers. You remember the stackers? Yeah.
Yeah, they make me feel like a crackhead. Sweaty
That's like
palms,
Oh.
peeking out the window, the whole bit.
Oh, she turned into a terrorist. I was being nice.
I am
That was
cornholio.
right. I was like, that was being nice.
I am cornholio. You
Yeah.
have TP for my bunghole. That's what he took in the movie. He took a bunch of fucking no-dos.
Oh, did he really?
Yeah,
Good
the
old
old
no-dos.
lady
Yeah.
had him, and he's
really?
like,
oh yeah.
yeah.
God, I used to love that show. Thanks, my cousin Gary, who fucking turned that show.
Cousin Gary.
And I
Yep.
missed Beavis and Butthead.
I got a new name, Cousin Gary.
Cousin Gary.
Never forget when Mom found out I watched that shit, especially after the kid, like the first 2 seasons, and the kid burned down his trailer because he was watching Beavis and Butthead and blamed Beavis and Butthead. It's back when they were playing frog baseball and shit.
Oh yeah, dude, they did some.
Oh man, they definitely wouldn't. They wouldn't.
It would not survive today.
They rebooted them.
They tried, yeah.
And I watched the episode. It wasn't the same.
Yeah, they kind of like, but because Mike Judge at that point was his first breakout.
Yep.
And then he did a bunch of other things afterward, and then everybody was kind of pushing him, hey, why don't you revisit this, blah, blah, blah. But at that point, he had already built his stardom and already had success. I think Office Space was by him, right?
Office Space.
Office Space was one of the,
one of his most successful was King of the Hill.
Well, that was after Office Space. So Office Space, I think, is what put him on the map. And then
movie-wise.
Movie-wise, yeah. And then that's when he, I think that's why it's kind of watered down. The newer version was. It's not as risque, if you will.
It wasn't. It's just the way that it didn't have the same hit like it did back then, dude. It was a different mentality. Like it didn't take off like it did. It's hitting a different generation.
Yeah, that's true.
You know what I mean? For us, that shit was fucking hilarious, man. I'd get stoned out of my mind. And well, when they first came out, I wasn't getting stoned yet. But you know, dude, they made me fucking laugh. Their commentary on the music videos they did in between.
Oh yeah.
Shit, man. Shit had me laughing.
Forgot about that.
Do you remember when he talked about Bono from U2?
Didn't he rip on Bono and U2 and all that?
Yeah, I called him Boner.
Oh yeah.
Hey, yeah, I was gonna say, I was like, I remember ripping on it. Yeah.
Look at him. That's Boner.
He said Boner.
Dude, you just said Boner.
I'll never forget when he got stuck in that big metal pipe and he's like, dude, Beavis, I think I'm stuck. I'm not sure yet, but I think this sucks. What?
Yep.
Oh, the good old days.
Yeah,
man. It's back before people were offended about shit.
Hey, have you ever heard of a show called Syphil and Ollie?
I thought you were going to say syphilis.
I know.
Syphilis
Every time I say that show,
I feel like I have.
So it was on. I think it premiered after Beavis and Butthead to try to capture that audience. And it was basically sock puppets.
Yes.
So picture like Jeff Dunham, but with like really shitty socks that were puppets.
Dude,
almost like lamb chop.
Dude, and it was hilarious because it was so fucking
I give you
bad.
$10 tomorrow or next week. $10 cash if you can. Not that it's a lot, I know, but I'll give you $10 cash if you can tell me where Beavis and Butthead first aired. It's still MTV, but what?
TRL.
Nope.
I don't know. I knew it was MTV. I know that.
Give up?
Oh.
No, hold on. Let me think.
television awards or something.
What?
The television awards,
Nope.
MTV television.
Wonder if
No, I mean like
wonder
their
if anybody
first
out there
episode,
knows.
very first episode, and it wasn't even a full. Wasn't even. I don't even know if it was a full half an hour.
Let's see what the audience says. Somebody say something.
Yeah, Anthony said.
Yeah, I'm gonna kick this out. I'm gonna kick this out to the audience. What platform? It was on MTV, but what platform did Beavis and Butthead originally have their first couple of episodes released on? Man, I wish we had more people in the audience.
Episode These Nuts.
Well, YouTube wasn't around at the
If somebody gets this, don't Google it.
Google it.
If you get it, if you get it without Googling, yo, Devin, you figure out a price. We're
We're not talking about that right now.
Hey, how old is Reagan?
26, 7.
Reagan, did you ever watch Beavis and Butthead?
There was vodka that was sitting in this cooler.
All right. Message Devin about that.
Reagan, did you ever watch Beavis and Butthead? Oh, okay. Yes, MTV is a music channel. Yes, that's right, Alex.
Well, at first it was a music channel. Now it's
Now it's just reality trash television. Oh, okay, all right, never mind. I appreciate you though, man. So those of you that don't know, I'll wait till Devin gets back.
I probably watched it.
Do you remember Eon Flux?
Yeah.
Do you remember what television's platform Eon Flux was on? It's MTV still.
Fuck.
It's this.
It was
I want to touch Devin's mangoes or grapefruits.
These are grapefruits.
Oh, okay, yeah. Oh.
I wish I could
Devin.
have grapefruit.
So Devin, let me ask you this:
I got a box of them.
Do you know?
I wish I could have some.
Freshly imported.
And no Google using. Do you know what platform? So Beavis and Butthead was on the same platform. Do you remember Eon Flux?
Eon Flux.
The animation.
No, I didn't know.
Shit, man. They even made a movie out of it with Charlize Theron.
What? Oh yeah.
Yeah, but that was way past the. Okay, so Eon Flux, and there was a couple others, but they premiered.
Reagan might know all these answers.
No, I asked Reagan. He said they premiered on a segment on MTV that would air late night. It was called Liquid Television.
Yes.
It would have the bottle
Yeah.
that would float.
I fucking remember.
Eon Flux was on it. Beavis and Butthead got their first 1 or 2 episodes on it.
I remember that.
Yep. There was a couple other ones too. I was gonna be impressed if somebody picked that one up. I really was. I was gonna like, fuck, man, that's crazy. You know your TV. If anybody would have gotten it, I thought it would have been Anthony. But yeah, it was on Liquid Television, man. I used to stay up late and watch that shit on MTV. That was before the days of Adult Swim on Cartoon Network.
Do y'all remember when MTV was good?
Yeah.
So
When it first started back in 1980.
So
fucking went to hell in a handbasket.
in early 2000s, I'm old enough to remember when MTV used to play music. I'm old enough now to know when MTV2 used to play music.
Yeah.
That's like, and now you've got to turn into MTV, NPP Espanol or MTV something. If you want to watch music, you've got to tune into the other MTV.
Well, no. Now, if you want to watch music, you got to watch YouTube.
That's
YouTube
true.
Music,
Vivo.
yeah.
Vivo.
Or Vivo or whatever it is, yeah.
But yeah, that's true, man. I didn't even think about it. I don't remember the last time I saw a. I don't even know why.
I don't even. Yeah, like I notice on like Amazon Prime and stuff like that, the Prime Music, they like you can select music videos, and it's like, oh, I didn't even know there was a music video.
Why did they even call themselves MTV anymore? They're not about music.
Yeah, it's not music television at all.
You know, TMZ.
What the fuck does My 16 and Pregnant have to do with fucking music
you remember
TV?
when MTV News?
Bullshit.
Remember when MTV News was a big thing with Kurt Loder? And
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
TRL.
TMZ is your fucking MTV News now.
Yes.
Like, you know what I'm saying? They do more on artists than MTV does.
Who in the hell thought the TMZ would be a reputable like fucking news source?
I know.
But they called shit out way before everybody else.
Anything that's entertainment, like wise,
Yeah.
they like, oh, you heard it on TMZ and people talk shit. Entertainment? No, sorry, dude. If it's reported on TMZ and it's a celebrity wise, they've got the fucking story.
Yeah.
They've got so many people in their
It's been
fucking
validated.
pocket.
Yeah, exactly. It's been validated. It's been double validated. Yeah, it's not just like a brother, friends, uncles, son said something about a neighbor's dog.
They're just as guilty of making shit headlines as any other news outlet, but
So think like National Enquirer.
no,
Alien.
not that bad.
The
but
Sun.
like you know how like any other news
Mirror.
outlet does. Their headlines got to be taken with a grain of salt, and you got to read the story. They do embellish some shit, but
Well,
as far
yeah.
as the facts, like if somebody dies,
Right.
if TMZ has it, they died. Like there's no rumor. They usually pretty well confirmed. I think TMZ had the Kobe one, Kobe Bryant out before most outlets.
Even before his wife knew about it.
And Michael Jackson too. They had that out before anybody else.
Farrah Fawcett.
Farrah Fawcett. Yeah, like there's
Farrah
a
Fawcett,
lot of them.
Michael Jackson died on the same day.
Unfortunately, you know, and the thing is TMZ like tries to pretend like they want to be respectful, but fuck, man, Harvey and that other dude, they don't give a shit. They really don't give a fuck. They like, you know what I'm saying? Like maybe we should find out. Maybe we should message Kobe's wife before we release this story and see if she even knows. You know what I'm saying? Like no thought of that whatsoever. Let's just go ahead and release it and be the first one so we can make more money. But that's the way it is.
That's corporate America.
That's more than just corporate. That's media America. Like right there. Like who gives a shit? Fuck the people.
Yeah, that's too bad. Chris Cuomo got fired from CNN, huh?
Yeah, that's horrible.
Okay. So
I'm
fun fact.
devastated.
Hey, Alex.
Looks like it.
He said there used to be an MTV show aired here in Greece called Pimp My Ride. That Pimp My Ride's long gone. Was it hosted by a rapper named Exhibit, who's washed up now and didn't pay taxes? The thing is Exhibit was a good rapper too. I don't know why he.
Yeah.
Why he?
And then he started pursuing acting. He was in the X-Files at one point, and
Didn't he suck in acting?
I don't know. I didn't really watch much of his shit.
Problem is he didn't really have an acting following.
Like even in the X-Files movie, he didn't have a whole lot of lines. Like it's not like it was a supporting role.
Right?
Yeah. Yeah.
He was in a series for a while. I don't remember what series it was.
Did you hear like what all happened with that Pimp My Ride show?
Oh yeah.
what
I
happened?
went back and do it.
Bro, it's
I
like
don't even know what happened.
it is.
It's just like everything else, the smoke and fucking mirrors and the shit that they do to those cars, and the cars fall apart like 2 years later.
And they literally like they'll do all this stuff to the car, right? And then as soon as the show's over, they take all the shit off and take it all. Yeah.
What?
A lot of the cars.
Some of them, yeah. There's a lot. I saw the ones where the dude that always got in the Corolla that they put the monitors in the ground effects kit.
Yeah.
He just he was prone to wrecks, and within like 3 months of the show, he fucked it all up. Like he did anyways. A couple of them got sold. I did.
Yeah, did you see Donut Media, the Donut Garage, whatever it's on YouTube, big huge car
the
channel?
van?
Yeah.
Yeah, and they redid.
And they fixed it. They fixed all the shit that was fucked up.
Yeah.
They go, this is how Pimp My Ride like fixes, quote unquote.
Oh yeah, they opened it up and they showed shit, man. And they were
Dude,
like,
it looks so fucked
they're
up.
like, if you take a place and they install your equipment like this, he goes, it works. Functionality is great. And he even said for the monitor that dropped down, like there's a couple things that they did great. He goes, but when they opened up that door and they saw the way the shit was wired, they were like, holy fuck.
And like they tried to put like
the quality
refrigerators and shit in there.
Yeah, the quality work that they put into their celebrity rides, they didn't put into their Pimp My Ride rides.
Right. And then there's a lot of them that were. Yeah.
Yes, you said his name right. That's exactly how you say Exhibit. Said his name correctly. Obviously, we had a messed up Greek voice translation on top.
Oh God, I would love to watch that just to hear the translator.
Sounding as if he had smoked an entire field of drugs. Hey, you know.
I mean, that's pretty close. There's par for the course.
There's nothing wrong with that, you know. I mean, I may or may not have once partaked in my life. I mean, it is legal in a lot of our states here now.
What's cool is one of the companies I work.
It's legal in Boston, by the way.
Oh, is it?
Yes.
No wonder Andy wanted to go.
Weekend. I was seeing all kinds of shit.
Yeah, and that's before he even got in the house.
Just kidding, didn't happen. I don't know what. Just kidding.
These are jokes, not dicks. Don't take them so hard. I feel like that needs to be a button up there.
Hey-o. I like that. That's a good one. I like that.
Just create the audio.
Devin gets 5 stars for that joke right there.
Woo! Bring it into the studio.
But yeah, man, I Pimp My Ride. There's a lot of corruptness that went on behind the scenes, and like the shit that he would talk, like the one of the dudes that was bigger. You know how they planted snacks and stuff in his car and stuff, or they had snacks like snack wrappers and candy wrappers and shit to kind of make him look like he's always hungry and shit. Like,
Yeah.
He really didn't have that in there. Like they asked him, like, hey, let us put this in there, and so he could make those openings when he's making jokes about stuff.
Mm-hmm.
They did that so he would be able to have opening monologues and be able to joke about the fucking car and shit.
Mm.
Yeah, so like that dude was not happy about the way that it was done either.
Yeah.
And then
Gotta
if you
love
weren't
these
excited
editors.
when they revealed the car to you, if you weren't excited enough, they'd make you reshoot it. Yeah, they said one of the dudes said they made him reshoot the scene 8 fucking times because they didn't feel he was excited enough.
Wow.
What?
Yeah. That whole fucking show was a big ass joke. West Coast Customs ended up going under anyways.
Did they really? Because
the dude defaulted on his bills, didn't pay some of his employees. They might still be going.
I was gonna say because I think they still have a special somewhere.
They did have a special, but but yeah, West Coast Customs fucked up a lot of shit. You know who else had a show for a while was that Elite Customs. I think his name was Will up off the New York side.
Yeah,
he was their main competition at the time. He was on usually the Speed channel.
Where they're all on speed?
I mean, either motor or chemicals. I don't know.
Yeah. Okay.
Boop, 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 boop. So we're back up to 7.
Yeah, back up to 7.
Whatever happened to Garage Monkey?
Who?
Gas Monkey.
They're still around. They're doing YouTube. So my boy is really close to Richard.
I'm sorry.
They were. Well, he's the same way. He knows how Richard is, but they go back. So you know what I'm saying? It's like, you know, you apologize for your friends, but they're your friends. You know what I mean? Like it's one of those things. Like Richard was in his wedding and all that, and they're still doing big things on YouTube and some other online streaming service, and they're still doing their thing. They think
Are they still on Discovery?
No, they ended their deal with Discovery 3 or 4 years ago. And so, but they still are doing stuff, and they're still big time. He's still branded Gas Monkey, everything. He's still got his tequila. I don't know what's going on with his bar. I don't know if it went under or not. I don't know if it's still open or not.
Yeah, all these shows gone.
I know Gas Monkey Live went under just like Toby Keith did.
Did it really?
Well, yeah, Gas Monkey. I mean, you open Gas Monkey Bar right there, and then you turn around and right across the way it was Gas Monkey Live, wasn't it? Isn't that how they did it?
Yeah, so Gas Monkey Garage was where Firewater was. And then there's the AMC Grand or whatever theater that was there.
Gas
and then
Monkey Live was next to it.
Yeah, it was on the very end of that and I was like, anything that goes in here is fucking dead.
They should have added on to Firewater.
Yes.
And they should have
left it there.
And put a stage in there and made it like Lava Cantina.
Yep.
And turned it into Gas Monkey Live.
Because Firewater, back when I don't know if you ever been there, back in its heyday, like that place was the shit.
Oh, I know.
Oh, yeah.
They literally had waterfalls on one side and fire fucking shooting out the other side. It was like
get out around in the fucking parking lot.
No,
dude.
the parking lot was a fucking nightmare. Yeah, like it was always packed. And I'm like,
Lava Cantina's like that now.
Yeah.
Like every time they have a concert, dude, the fucking turnout is nuts. If fucking Gas Monkey Live wouldn't have done a separate venue, if they added a stage onto it, open area, done a fucking Lava Cantina type concept, I bet you they would have fucking saved that. I don't even know if the Gas Monkey Bar is open or not anymore.
Really? That makes me want to go that makes me want to go do a fucking road trip. Or Google, hold on.
I could check it out. Like they may be.
I don't think they're open.
But Gas Monkey Garage, the actual garage is still going strong. They're still doing customs, and they're still doing their own shows, and they're flying out to get beaters and fixer-uppers, and he still does flips cars, auctions, all that. I mean, that dude's paid by now. He got divorced, got married. He got a lot of money from his first marriage.
Right.
That's where a lot of his principal came from to get started off the ground was his first marriage. She already had money.
Yeah.
So, I do know that they stayed together for a long time. They tried to work things out, but I guess it just didn't work out. And so, needless to say, he traded in for a younger model. I got an
update.
What's up?
What?
So, Gas Monkey Bar and Grill is
open.
No more.
Okay.
That's what I figured.
It's called Amplified now.
Yeah.
What?
He probably sold it.
Yep.
Yep. So I read this whole thing about when it was being built, like the contractors had to boot him off the fucking work site because he wouldn't leave the fucking workers alone because he was there complaining. He was stopping them from doing their job because he's saying things weren't looking right and shit. And they're like, look, it's not finished yet. Understand, we know what you're looking for, but he wouldn't back out. Right. He wouldn't stay away from the drama, or from the work, and he was the drama. Excuse me.
Who's he? Who are we talking about?
The owner of
Richard.
Yeah. Well.
And Aaron, the one that left the show, he's still doing big things. He's working on cars. He was honestly, he was probably the first of like that show going, the first person to leave to send that show down the.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It still stayed on for a long time.
It did.
Yeah.
And
but everybody, honestly, like, they liked him, and they liked the banner between him and
Richard.
Richard, yeah. So you took that aspect away, and then it was just, now you got to just a conceited, arrogant.
Yeah. Well, and then
that nobody's calling out.
Then they brought in that Tom guy, which I actually follow Tom on Facebook still occasionally.
Is he the brunette?
He's a heavy set dude.
Yes.
Gray, kind of peppered hair.
I've seen him actually driving a couple bikes down 35 towards Carrollton.
He lives in Carrollton.
Okay, yeah, I've seen him. He's definitely noticeable.
I used to run into him at Albertsons all the time.
Oh, really?
He actually got fired from Gas Monkey. Him and one other dude. And it just kind of crappy the way that it went down. I'm not going to give full details, but I do know that there was it wasn't Make-A-Wish, but there was a kid who had cancer. It was terminal cancer, and him and I think it was Dad might have come to visit the shop, and they were Tom was giving him a tour. Tom's got a big heart, dude, big heart.
Oh yeah. No, I met him. I've met him a couple times.
And he's fucking hilarious.
And honestly, I can't remember where, when, how, why. I mean, I know at one point I had my cars over at Sue's.
Yeah.
Back before she charged. Dude, listen to this shit. So I got.
You told me about it.
I didn't tell you on it. So, back in the day, before she was on the show, Sue used to do a couple of my BMWs. Like, she did the top, she did the leather interior, and she did a really good job. Like, literally to the point where I could not tell that work had been done, period.
She's good.
On a BMW,
good.
On an M3 and stuff like that, where, like, all of a sudden, like, I can't tell that the work had been done. I was like, yeah, she did an amazing job. Well, I contacted her about my 300Z, which was a convertible too. And mind you, the top is literally 2 feet by 4 feet. Like, there's not a lot of material at all whatsoever. And she, like, quoted me, like, $5,000. I'm like, I only paid $2,200 for the fucking car. Why would I pay $5,000 for the top?
And and I guarantee you, in her head, she's like, "Well, I'm busy all the fucking time."
Right. And I was like, and I even told her, I was like, "Hey, I used to, work with you, or I mean, you did a couple of my cars back in the day, blah blah." And she's like, "Okay, I'll give you a discount." And it was like still $5,000.
It's.
It went from $7,000 to $5,000.
Once somebody gets in demand and they have a constant booking, they can, that they'll tell you this, but they're gonna be like, if you don't want to do it, I've got somebody else that'll take it.
Right. If you're not gonna pay that $7,000 or whatever, she's got plenty of other people that will.
Yep.
I get it.
But yeah, so
I didn't know if you wanted to switch places or what.
No, that's fine.
Okay.
That's fine.
You were like pointing, and I'm like,
no, it's easy. It's easier. Me sitting here that I can just get up and go if I need to.
Okay.
But yeah, that's what happened with here, dude. Patrick, you got this waiting for you.
And you got the Jello shot over there. If you're not to take it, I'll take it.
Where? No, I took that.
Natalie's all about knocking them.
I took that one.
Like Red Bull and motherfucking vodka and fucking shots and shots.
Shots and more shots.
But yeah, either way, he fired Tom because Tom, the kid with cancer, was taking a picture next to Richard's Rolls Royce. And I don't know if the kid leaned on it. And I don't mean like kid, like child kid. I mean like he's an adult kid, like kid to us. And and he was leaning on it, and the shop manager came running out of the shop, and started screaming at the kid with cancer, like, get the fuck off the car. And like Like, and Richard told him to calm, or not Richard, Tom told him to calm down or something along those lines.
Yeah.
And the shop foreman basically, I don't remember the dude's name, but the shop foreman basically, kept on going and told Tom to shut the fuck up. And Tom, from what I understand, decked him, rightfully so.
Nice.
And with what happened, they let Tom go. So yeah, and another dude named Jared, they let him go for
God.
What's up?
No, he said fucking right.
Fucking right.
I mean, it's, like you don't come out here and
don't
start
act
yelling.
cool.
Like, dude wasn't gonna scratch his fucking Rolls Royce.
So I had a similar experience, which it's funny you mentioned the charity because, and I haven't really said anything for like years, but one of the events that we were putting on with Edge Entertainment was a fashion show, and it was a big, huge ordeal in the Dallas area.
I think I heard about that.
Yeah, and there's like people from all over. It sponsors like a bunch of big sponsors and stuff like that. And so we reached out to Richard and we said, hey, we'd like to have you be one of the sponsors, blah, 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 and maybe attend the event. There's going to be a lot of, it's high profile, blah, blah, blah. And he was like, I won't show up for less than $25,000. And we're like, it's a charity event. We made that clear like several times. Like, you're donating. If you charge $25,000, we're donating that to the event. Like, it's going to the charity. And like, we were just like, that's when I kind of bad taste in my mouth.
If it's not making money for him, he doesn't usually want to get involved. But that is what it is. It's part of life. Celebrities get big enough, and they want to do what they want to do. He's always larger than life. He's always, that's the way his act has always been.
Right. So Alex is, you never know what's going on behind the scenes in these shows. They're all staged. Shows like Greece's Got Talent, our version of America's Got Talent, or AGT.
Yep.
Or The Voice. All, if these shows are so staged, and as a music producer, I can clearly hear lots of auto-tune in most of the auditions.
We actually don't get so many singers, and I mean, we get singers in America's Got Talent, but we get a lot of people that do a lot of other crazy shit too. We get a lot of magicians and magician comedians, which they're fucking hilarious usually. There are some that can sing. The ones that belt it out, I mean, the ones that really get down, there's not a whole lot of auto-tune, but what you see in America a lot is the backstory. They want a sad backstory.
Yeah.
Like with a good example is the show The Biggest Loser.
Oh,
God. Where like, let's say I go and get gastric bypass or something, or they want you to blame the weight loss on an abusive childhood, or your mom had dudes in and out of your life and they abused you. They, like, even if you don't have a story, they want to they will ask you, and they'll even offer to pay you more money to put that story into your thing. So yeah, it's smoke and mirrors too, but that's television. That's that's media. There's no truth to it anymore.
And I noticed that too whenever I had Edge Entertainment, like I started seeing a lot of the actors and actresses that like came on to different projects we were working on or auditioned for. But like, hey, isn't that same person that? Yeah, they're now in like 3 different, like that Lizard Lick Towing. And I was like, okay, now I know that show's fucking fake. And then like a couple different random shows, and I was like going, okay, now I can't watch TV at all. Thanks, y'all fucking ruined it all.
Like,
everything's ruined.
Why do you think when they pick like a good example is like, I know Real World isn't a thing anymore, but why do you think when they were picking characters for Real World, they picked a couple decent people and the rest were giant fucking douchebags?
Douchetards, yeah.
Because, and they do it now. There's another show called Florida Bama Shore. Florida Bama Shore.
Oh yeah. Florida, yeah, Alabama.
I watched a clip that just got. You know how when you're cycling through videos,
and
it's like MTV Florida Bama Show, and I started watching it, and I'm just
so it's kind of like a takeoff of Jersey Shore, right?
Same sandwich, yeah. Oh, there's another good example. You take, take a bunch of douchebags and fucking. What do you expect to happen?
Throw a camera in front of them.
Although, like, no doubt, like a lot of the Jersey Shore people stayed friends. These motherfuckers, like, I don't know. It doesn't matter. Jersey Shore, Floribama Shore, they find the douchiest motherfuckers they can, and then throw in a couple nice people with them, and then and watch the fucking sparks fly. What are you going to tune in if they're all cool with each other? Hey man, let me help you win. Let me help you succeed. No, they want to see people fucking keep each other down. That's why reality television, they pick just the douchiest motherfuckers to get on there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we've given people time to tune in. I just don't know where the audience is this evening.
They're going to show up after.
We're usually clowning right now. Last Thursday was, dude, we had 100,050 trillion comments.
Yeah. Maybe
if you start talking about it, then people it'll spark it.
Yeah,
Anyways,
maybe,
I was trying to get people to listen for that first hour, so you tune in.
Build it up like the news.
It's just like the news.
Stay tuned.
Your radio station you listen.
Yeah.
So-and-so's girl. Want to find out who?
Find out at 9.
Find out after the break. Or some shit like that, All right, so anyways, so those of you who are still kicking it and hanging out with us in the studio, I went to the Conjuring house this weekend, and if you've seen the Conjuring movie, you know that it's said to have been haunted by a demon, possessed the family, possessed the mother, but tormented the family. Ed and Lorraine Warren came and investigated the house. They were said to actually make it worse, even though they didn't mean to. They did a seance, which they think actually is what got the mother possessed. A lot of scary shit. I did a bunch of research on this. I've been talking about it for a month. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and break down what we found, and then I'm going to give you my opinion of the place after I'm done. So we get there, you pull up, and it's off the side of a road, and it's got this, there's a few houses here and there off the property and stuff on different sides of the road and whatnot, but it's each property has decent acreage. And we get there, and you pull up, and sure enough, it's at that ominous barn house look, and it's like, ooh, it was cloudy, a bit overcast, and it was cold and gray, and so it was kind of scary. And then, of course, like I said, my trip had already gotten off to a really bad start anyway, so.
Yeah, it sounded like it. Shit, at that point, I'd be like, fuck it, I'm turning around.
We walk into the, so there's a front room where the dude that owns the place and his wife, they basically stay. They live there.
They live in the actual house?
Like about 85% of the year, and the reason being is because it's booked or they're constantly giving tours, because they do tours during the day.
Gotcha.
This is their business, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
This is what they do, and business is good, fortunately for them, but
right. Especially all the movies and hype and all that shit around it. Of course, it's just gonna keep stirring that up.
And I think the hype is one of the reasons the old owner sold to them, because the old owner didn't want to sell it first. But then again, when you got every Tom, Dick, and Harry driving by your fucking property, you're like, God damn it.
Offering, yeah.
So Corey and his wife have lived there for about 2 or 3 years. They stay in the front portion of the house. It was a couch, an 80-inch TV, and a bathroom, and a little office area where you sign a waiver. And I shit you not, on the waiver, you waive like all your rights to electrocution, demonic possession, spiritual influence, all kinds of weird shit on this, just to protect themselves. You know what I mean?
Right.
The house is pretty safe overall. It's not like it's going to fall apart or anything. It is crazy because you can see from one floor down through the other. Like, it's shiplap fucking flooring. So you see between the cracks, and and there's vents.
Fuck that.
So there's vents, right?
In the floor?
In the floors, in the top floors, because obviously they don't have AC up there. And so heat, rises. Mm. So any heat that you get downstairs from the furnace is automatically going to rise through those vents.
Yeah.
So they, back in the day, you heat the bottom floor and it goes through those vents in the floors and stuff. The only thing you couldn't see down to was the bathroom. They had the bathroom ceiling plastered, and so the house is super old, built in the 1600s. Walk through it, they have it all set up witchy and shit. There's Ouija boards everywhere. They have their own custom Ouija board with the picture of the house on it, and it looked really fucking dope. Gave us a tour, went through the basement, went through the library, told us the rundown of everything, told us some of the activities some people do here. And then I'll kind of get into more of his explanation at the end. So I'm just going to go ahead and jump right in. So the night starts off. We hear a couple, weird things upstairs, but nothing out of the ordinary. Kind of almost like footsteps. But we're setting all our equipment up. We're getting going. We're getting running, and so we start going around, and we check out the library first because that's supposed to be the most active. So when we're in the library, and there's a group of, I think there's 5, 6, 7 of us, and so there's 2 of us in the library. And when I say the library, I'm talking a room this big.
Oh, wow.
Like maybe a little bigger.
Okay.
This was the parents' bedroom, by the way, before it was a library.
Damn.
Like I looked at it and I was like, fuck this master bedroom. Like
This is
for
a
real. I
master
should have
bedroom?
slept upstairs. Like they gave the space to the girls upstairs, dude. Like
wow.
So we're there in there, and then so one of the doors unlatched. Actually, so these are actual latches that have to come up like a fence almost.
Yeah, that almost reminds me of my grandma's latches. Were they black?
Yeah, they're old school. They're super
Yep.
old, and
Did it
they're
have
black.
a little rectangular latch on the side that it kind of went into?
Yeah, not rectangular. It's more rounded, and it had sluts.
Slits.
Sluts.
Sluts. It has
It
sluts in it.
sluts. They had sluts back then.
Nice.
But they had slits in it where the bar locks down into.
Oh, okay.
And we were sitting there and whatnot, and I got my back turned to it, and Ty's asking something, and all of a sudden, sure enough, you hear it, and it unlatches and opens. And I thought that was kind of crazy.
That's awesome.
It opened real slowly, and then we're walking through, and we started getting the motion detector EMF pod or REM pod. We set it up in front of the basement door. And as we're going around and certain people are investigating parts of the house and we're doing things, it starts going off. It's right at the door to the basement to go down. There's 2 doors to the basement. And the main one is out in the like a living area. And that pod we put in front of it started going off like crazy. And none of us were near it. So we started, going towards it. And of course it stopped immediately as soon as we walked towards it. We started.
I heard your questioning and answers. I did see one of the videos.
Yeah, so
and I was like, listen to this guy. He's being all polite to the ghost. Could you please?
Well, the reason being is
Thank you, sir.
I just
Or madam.
they're very adamant. Like, make sure you
Did you turn me off? No. Okay, go
make
ahead.
sure
Sorry.
you're ending the communication before you leave, and make sure like especially if you're talking to something that's fucking evil.
Yeah.
They say go ahead if you want to pester it. That's cool, but do your best to be as respectful as possible. So I'm just saying thank you, and I'm out, and I'm letting them know the conversation's over. Don't follow me upstairs. Don't be tugging on my fucking balls or nothing.
Right.
Stay away from me. So I did. I was very polite about my questioning and stuff, and very I asked relevant questions about were you a soldier? Were you part of the Arnold family? This and that. And so I went down to the basement, and dude, I went down to the basement like 3 or 4 times, like in pitch black, and was fine. I heard something shuffling behind me. Like you hear me a couple times, like, what the fuck was that? And like, there's nothing there. Now, I was filming once, and Reagan was watching, and he messaged me, and he's like, dude, look down in the bottom left corner of the video, and this and that. I was like, dude, I was in there. Like, I see I went back and watched what he's talking about. I kind of get what he's looking at, but there wasn't anything in there with me.
Well, the thing is, and that's why a lot of these investigators and stuff review the footage afterwards, because a lot of it's in a spectrum that your eyes as a human can't see, but the IR or the camera can pick it up.
Well, this is just my phone live on Facebook Live, so
It's still a camera. It's still.
And I went back and watched it, and I see kind of what he's talking about, but
there's been people that have spotted all sorts of weird, creepy shit on, like, even cell phone footage and stuff. They're like, hey, did you see that person that was standing in the mirror, like, behind you? And then they're like, what? And then they go review it, and they're like, holy shit. I'm moving out this fucking apartment
I will tell
tomorrow.
you this much, like, I was down there, there's nothing there with me.
Yeah.
No, there was not.
All right, has anybody taken Andy's footage and enhanced the lighting on it? And
Y'all are welcome. Y'all welcome to go back and look if you want.
I'm going to download this shit. And I'm going to run it through some video processing. And
like, most of it's pitch black aside from me filming our equipment, you know what I mean? And And so I went down there several times. Didn't feel threatened at all. Heard some weird noises.
So let me ask you real fast. So when you were filming, did you have any light source at all, or was it just straight filming dark?
They had. I didn't go and buy a camera.
Well, yeah, I know.
Ty had night vision and all that, so if he caught anything, it may be on his. I haven't heard anything about it yet.
Okay.
Most of my stuff was either dude, if you don't have a solid light source on a camera and I don't have the flash on, well, Facebook Live, it won't let me turn the light on. So.
That's what I was asking. I didn't know.
So it was pretty black, dude.
Okay.
There was some lighted areas.
Well, I didn't know if you had like a flashlight or if it actually allowed the light on the camera to turn on. That's good to know. I didn't know that.
And you would look down and like the areas were dimly lit, but as soon as it got into a corner, it was pitch black. You know what I'm saying? And I felt some tingly feelings. That were kind of crazy. I felt some really weird pressure on my lower back. I would love to say it's like somebody pushing you, but my clothes weren't pushing against me. If that makes sense. I don't know. I don't know how else to say it. So that was kind of weird. People were catching their own things. The REM pods were still going off upstairs. A couple of them went off in the library when we weren't in there. And then, sure enough, we were walking through the living room, and the door, because we closed because that's the big thing, is everybody says the library and the room above it is the most active, the room on the second floor. And the library, like, sure enough, we're walking back through the living room, man, and fucking door comes unlatched again and opens up. But this time it opened so hard it swung into the other door, and fucking that scared me more than the door opening. We're doing all the stuff. We everybody got their experiences that they could, and then pizza got there. We sat down to eat, and we're all exchanging stories and this and that, and then Ty also has what's called it's a music box, but it's motion censored. Like you got to walk past it to get it to activate. And he set it in front of the basement door. Took the REM pod and put that there instead. Sure as shit, dude. Bling, ding, ding, and it plays a creepy ass song. That's the other thing. Like, you know what I'm saying? You can.
They get to program the song, or does
no? It's an actual music box. Like it's got the.
Oh, okay. It's got a little ballerina dancing and shit in it.
I wish it would have been nicer.
All of a sudden, it starts dancing the other fucking direction.
The tune they choose to play was like some creepy ass shit. Like the thing they put on this thing is like. Ding, doom, 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 ding.
Oh, it's like when Patrick was trying to find creepy music for the fucking podcast.
Right.
So it's creepy, but we hear it going off, so we go back and watch it, and we have people start asking it questions. I will say I got a couple what could be EVPs. There's one where I'm like, are you here with good intentions? And you hear, like, during the whole recording, you hear the people upstairs, because it's you upstairs, downstairs, you can hear everybody.
Yeah.
But then during a quiet period, I ask, are you here with good intentions? And you hear like a real low, and I can't tell if it's saying something or if it's just
Was this
breathing.
on your
cell phone?
phone?
On my recorder.
Oh, your recorder.
Yeah, I brought a recorder with me, a
voice
recorder.
Yeah, I saw that.
Do you have a
It's
way
like
to
a Zoom.
digitally transfer it from your recorder to?
Well, no, what you're thinking about is my EMF.
Is there a way to take that recording you have and put it in a digital form?
We could download it and enhance it. I just don't have software at home.
I was gonna say, if you can put it on a little SD card or any type of flash drive or anything, I can enhance it and I can sift through it.
Do you have recording ability on your stuff?
Hello.
All we got to do is plug it in. All we got to do is plug it into a microphone.
Okay.
Record it, and then.
Well, I didn't know if a lot of those tape recorders save it as a digital file.
It's digital.
Is it digital?
Yeah, it's digital.
Okay, then it's saving it to a SD card probably.
Well, it's internal.
Internal card?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
It's got a mini USB.
Okay, yeah.
That's
then
how
we
it
plug that
charges,
in, and then we just drag the file over.
There we go.
There you go. Problem solved.
So
sorry for the technical talk, y'all.
I had a couple other questions, like when we were upstairs. Like I asked, do you like to play games? I'll get to why I asked that in a minute. And then I don't remember there was another one I asked that I kind of caught something. And then I have 3 files I still haven't gone through yet. But it's so faint, dude. You can't.
I know, and I've seen some other investigations. And it's like, wait, they said they heard what? And I'm like, me and I'm fucking deaf, so I'm like,
totally. But the
motherfucker be talking shit in my ear. I can't.
Oh yeah, it's crazy
Have
though
the recorder just put it
because
up
you
there.
can tell it's not the people you're hearing. It's not the rest of the group. You can tell it's something different. It's something like there.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So that was kind of creepy. So we go upstairs. It's me, Ty's son Tyler, and then Ty's neighbors, Jared and his wife Ashley came, and Ashley is a teacher, and me, Tyler, and Ashley are upstairs, and we're walking through the rooms. We're doing EVP, and then we go to what's called the birthing room. Mm-hmm. And the birthing room is exactly what it is. You can't just go to down the street to have a baby. You know, saying
so you gotta go to a special room. You gotta have a special room in your house.
You have your husband or kid go wherever back because this house was built in the 1600s. So we're talking old as fuck. We're talking like it saw the Revolutionary War, it saw the Civil War, like it's seen a lot of death.
Wow.
And so, your husband or kid or whatever goes and fetches the doctor, and then they've got to come back in horse and buggy and deliver the baby in the birthing room.
Yeah.
And so we're in there and we're doing, I've got my EMF detector. And for those of you who don't know what EMF is, it's electromagnetic field. And so it's like I'm getting a base reading around here. And right at the light switch and at the light, of course it spikes because it's electricity.
Right. Yeah.
Because you walk away, because the room's pretty deep, just really skinny. You walk away, it completely goes away. No EMFs, no nothing. Didn't get any readings. And then they've got this board, this creepy-ass board down on the floor with fucking cornstarch all over it because baby carcinogens now.
Oh yeah.
He wanted to make sure I knew that was cornstarch because he didn't want to get sued. So
flour works too.
Well, they use cornstarch.
Yeah.
Either way, so
cornstarch is a little.
And what it is supposed to be a board in case the spirits want to write in the powder or something like that. And then so there was a baseball in there. There was a little baby doll sitting on it.
I'd have baby powdered that whole motherfucking place. Like I'm gonna see some footprints.
Yeah.
Y'all motherfuckers walking around somewhere.
You can tell his dogs had been up there because he had 2 shepherds, and there was paw prints coming out of it. Like the dogs had walked around in it, and they were big paw prints, so they were definitely shepherd prints. It's not like, anyways.
Yeah.
So
it wasn't Lucifer.
So I was.
Wasn't a hoof
yeah,
print.
these were definitely animal prints.
They weren't
definitely no demon and shit. So we're in there, right? And like I'm sitting there talking, and the EMF starts to go up a little bit. It goes from 0 to like 7. And then as I get closer to this little baby doll that was sitting on the ground, it get more and more. It get a bit higher, and then Ashley introduced herself. She's like, "I'm a school teacher, this and that." And then it spiked a little bit, went up to 20, and came back down to like 8. And this is millidouse, I think. I don't know what it's measured in, so don't quote me on this shit.
Yeah.
Whatever, sure. And so I'm like, oh, you do want to play? So I go closer to the doll, and it completely fucking disappears. The EMF there's no more reading, no more nothing. So I back up. I'm like, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to scare you. And so so Ashley starts talking again, and it jumps from, and I'm still within decent proximity of it, and it jumps from 0 to 7 again. I was like, Ashley, here, you take it. And so Ashley walks over to the doll with it, and as she has it and is talking like, I love to play games, and I love to do this, and I'm a teacher, it keeps going up and up and up, and she makes it all the way to the doll, and the EMF does not disappear. It spikes to like a 20. So I'm like, well, I guess it doesn't like me. And so we tried to play with some cars and try to get it to roll it back. We went into another room and played with some cars, and the cars themselves had EMS around them. We're talking Matchbox cars.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Somehow they had the one we were pushing across the floor had an EMF on it, but nothing else did. I don't know. So outside of that, I didn't see anything else that really truly jumped out at me aside from some noises upstairs.
Yeah.
And without seeing what they are, as old as the house is, it was freezing fucking cold. It was like 28. You know what I'm saying? It could have been anything.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I take that part with a grain of salt. I didn't hear any foot, walking other than the people that were walking. I will say that the music box in front of the fucking basement, though.
Yeah.
As soon as we came back downstairs, I mean, whatever was playing hide and seek with us was playing with that music box again. It went off the whole fucking night. We went back into the kitchen, which is.
Did anybody put a camera on that music box?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Ty did, but you don't see anything with the music box going off. I mean, it became so commonplace that we went in the kitchen and started having a good time and having conversations.
Right next to it.
Like,
pour some liquor out for this ghost. It's clearly right here.
It's 2 rooms over.
Yeah.
Right. And we're in the kitchen. We're cutting up. and we're having a good time, and this and that, and then we decide to go back into investigation mode, and
we're out of party mode now. Let's get back and investigate. All right.
3 of us decide to go down to. We're exchanging stories, having a good time, this and that, and then 3 of us go down to the basement instead of upstairs this time. But as we're going down to the basement, we have this thing that's called an obelisk communicator.
Yeah.
And what it does is it's supposed to use whatever energy in the air for the ghost to generate words on the obelisk. And as soon as we got done with what we were doing in there and we were walking downstairs, it said jokes, fun, and then something else, like almost like it wanted us to go back up there and like laugh some more. Which, like I said, it didn't convince me one way or the other. Like, that was cool and whatnot. We did this whole thing. We walked all up and down the basement. I went over by the well. There's a well right in the floor. It's not like it protrudes. Like, if you didn't have a board, it's over against the wall. But if you didn't have a board over the well, you would walk into the well. Like, there's nothing to stop you. If you're in pitch black, you would probably fall in the well. So I tried to contact stuff there. We went back by the dark corner of the basement, and I felt the little tingly feeling. Not more than that. And then we went outside and we started investigating the property. We looked in the windows because that's a big thing on these videos they're doing. These viral videos, they're looking back in the windows, and it looks like somebody's actually
looking out.
Like they've had multiple different windows, and like. The last video I saw with I think it was Sam and Colby. One of them's down in the basement, and the other one's out by the wall where they've actually done ground penetrating radar, and they've actually found graves that are unmarked over there.
Nice.
And he's out there doing whatever, and he films back at the window of the house, and sure as shit, it looks like somebody's looking out, and it's a fucking crazy looking shape. Like, so we go out. And sure as shit, I look back, and it's the kitchen window that it is, and I'll be damned if the fucking cabinet doesn't look like the goddamn devil. Like, they got, like, and I know it's the cabinet because I walked up to the fucking window just to see what's there, and it didn't move. You know what I'm saying? But they've got this sheet of plastic over the windows with weather stripping to help with the warmth inside the house. And it wasn't cold. I mean, I wasn't freezing. It was comfortable inside the house.
Considering it was 28
But I also layered up. I had long johns on, sweatpants on. I threw 3 layers on top with a fucking hoodie. You know what I'm saying? So and yeah, dude, I shit you not. You if you're about 50 yards out and you look in that fucking window, 50 yards, 25 yards, that range, looks like the devil's fucking sitting in the kitchen, dude. It looks fucking like a demon.
Wow.
No bullshit. And so I'm like, oh, well, that's where that came from. Debunked.
He's debunking his own shit.
So debunking people's videos, man. So,
right, he's
so
like
we start walking along. The property's surrounded by a 4-foot stone wall that's actually made out of stones, like stacked stones. And we go walking along that. We go walking along the back of the property into the forest. There's this makeshift bridge that.
Did you take any EMF readings around that wall?
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was.
Nothing.
I had that thing with me the whole time.
Okay.
I didn't catch anything on there. We come to this bridge because we wanted to go see the graveyard that they said is a bit little.
Let me ask you this before you go there: is there any water source?
Yep.
There's
a river runs right behind the house.
Did you do any investigating there?
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead.
So
continue. There's a reason why.
There's only the one part that startled me is when we were walking back. But and I know the water theory, and especially having a well right there. The well's obviously getting the water, fresh water from
in the house, and that's how the souls and everything.
Quartz water, well water, river water. It's especially around war zones. It's said to carry energy.
Yep.
And so we went out there, and the thing is, the bridge is very. It's not. I mean, it's part of it's been remade. Why they didn't finish remaking the rest of it, and I mean like remade recently within the last couple years. But then the last part of it is like, I really feel like if I step on this last part, it's gonna collapse, and we're gonna we're gonna go straight into the river. Like it was dangerous, dude. It was at
now, is
night.
This bridge, is it a footbridge, or is it made for cars? Is it made for vehicles?
It's a footbridge. You ain't taking no vehicle.
Well, I would assume because you said if it was gonna fall under the weight of you, that ain't no damn car.
Like there was 2 of us going across it, and if 2 of us had been on that end, I probably wouldn't want to stood on the bridge. So
wow. And you got pictures and video of this? as well, or no?
No, I was
Okay.
too busy just running around, dude. Like,
Okay.
and the thing is like, nothing really happened out there. We did some EVPs, didn't hear anything outside of the ordinary. There was no like animals, nothing. Like there was nothing going on in the forest. So we stand there and we.
Was it daytime, nighttime?
Nighttime.
What time?
Oh yeah, it was nighttime. It was at least probably 9 or 9:30 by the time, maybe 10 by the time we got out there, and so we walked past that and everything, and or we didn't not past it. We walked to it, went almost halfway across. We were going to go look for the graveyard, but we didn't want to finish watching it and are walking across the bridge. And the forest was so fucking dense that it just, you get any further away from the lights of the house, you may not be able to see the house to get back. So I just didn't want to take any chances. I don't think Ty did either. So we turned around with the group and went back. Now I'm caboosing the group, and this is the only like personal experience that I got, because I'm using my flashlight at the top of my head, because when you put the light down here and shit and it's in front of you, sometimes it fuck with your vision, so I'll put it on the top of my head so I can just see where stuff is. And so I'm walking, and of course, me being me, I'm paranoid anyway, so I always, walking through a forest in the middle of the fucking night, I'm gonna look behind me, you know what I'm saying?
Reminds me of when we were in Arkansas. Remember, we were walking backwards.
No shit.
Fucking flashlight shining in front of us.
Yes.
I'm like, I am not turning my back on this motherfucker.
Yeah.
And so what tripped me out is, so I turn around one last time, and like, and this is the thing. This is one of those things, like, it's the hearsay that you see on the TV shows. Like, you don't really know what you saw, and he's like, I saw this, but nobody else did, and I didn't even really bring it up. But I turned around. And as I'm turning around at the peripheral of my eye, I'm saying, not even my peripheral, it's as I start looking at the bridge, I see from both sides of the path like this. This is going to sound stupid the way I describe it, but like when Ryu does this Hadouken?
Yeah, fireball.
I see these two like rounded, but they're much bigger. No, they're not orbs. They're just half fucking lines, like, and they look like they shoot across the path like this. And
that would be Guile. Guile shot the half crest.
But his spun around though at you.
What, Guile?
Yeah, Guile. He'd be like,
no, I think it was the half crest that kind of went that way. It was Ryu that was the fireball that spun, I think.
No, Ryu's fireball came at you.
Yeah.
And then Guile shot and then he also did the flip.
How'd that go?
The flip is actually, you know what? It's closer to the Guile flip.
Yeah.
Like it's closer to and then but it's crazy. It like looked like that. And
I love our descriptions.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And it flew.
Now the audience knows exactly.
And they both flew across the path. Like back at the bridge though. We were already at least 40, 50 yards away from the bridge. Mm-hmm. Well, 20. Mm-hmm. I always forget yards are 3 feet. we're like 20, 25 feet.
Yeah.
Alex, it's like several meters.
Don't ask us to translate. You can translate.
But several meters. We're several meters away from the bridge, several yards away from the bridge, and I turned back and saw this, but. That was it for the forest. We go back inside, and me, Ty, and his son go into the basement, and he has what's called an SLS camera. And what an SLS camera is it uses, remember that camera you had with the old Xbox?
Yeah.
That little bar that...
I still got it.
You motion... Okay, so you know what I'm talking about, right? Yep. So it takes that and combines it with a multi-spectrum camera. So if you and I were like humans, like human being were to walk in front of it, you'd see our outline of our body, but you wouldn't see any of our features. What it does for our feature, it turns us into a stick figure.
Yep.
And then it catches anything anomaly that's motion-wise, it catches that as a stick figure, even if it's not there, right? Mm-hmm. So we're down in the basement.
So it doesn't catch like body temperature or anything.
SLS stands for Structured Light. Shit, I just had it.
Structured light sensor?
Sensor, yeah. So what Andy's talking about, I don't know if the computer screen can see it.
I see you.
Hello. See how?
Oh, yes.
See how the stick figuring right there?
I see it.
Yeah, that's what he's talking about, just so that the audience can kind of understand.
But how he can see himself, you can't. When this spectrum camera, you can't actually see yourself. You just see
just see the stick figure
outline or an outline if you're an actual person.
Yeah.
So all of a sudden we're down there. We got it pointed to a certain way, and then all of a sudden, Ty actually got this same figure on his camera earlier in the evening when he was down there with with two of the girls, Heidi and. Or sorry, it was Heidi and Jared. They were down there, and they found this earlier. Well, it came down with us, and it's sitting on the stairs, like swinging its legs, like sitting on the landing, swinging its legs. It looks like it's doing this, Devin, just swinging its legs. It's the two sticks, swinging its legs, right?
Yeah.
And so I'm like, should I go see? And they're like, no, leave it alone, leave it alone. And then, so we watch it for a while, and it just sits there. It looks like it's just looking at us. And you remember how I told you, like, upstairs, it felt like whatever it was just kept wanting to run from me.
Yeah.
I think it was a kid. I really do. I think it's a kid.
Andy, you scaring kids? Is that what I'm hearing?
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
So
like the other kids didn't want to play with him.
It gets
Baby
better.
doll.
It gets better. I think it's the same kid, dude.
Oh.
To tell you the truth, I'm gonna be, and we'll get to that at the end of it, because I wanted everybody to hang on. So
cliffhanger.
So sure as shit, man, this thing's sitting there, and then finally, like, all right, go over there and see if you can walk next to it. As soon as I got within like a foot of the stairs, it disappears. And remember that music box I told you it was at the top of the basement stairs?
Yeah.
Soon as I get close to it, it fucking disappears and the music box goes up. Like it fucking ran upstairs. Like on cue immediately.
That's awesome.
So I'm like busy chasing spirits away. Like they don't fucking like me. Apparently I'm too intimidating or something.
I'd say, fuck you, Andy.
Like everybody talking about how brave I am for going. Like they must have felt it, because they didn't stay around for me. They didn't want to stick around. They were like, fuck Andy.
Yeah,
It ended up getting pretty late. 3 a.m. pops up. We go and do our investigation in the basement at 3 a.m. And that's actually one of the files I haven't listened to yet. Our communication at 3 a.m. We put the SLS camera down there, didn't catch anything again at this time, and then asked a bunch of questions. We had the obelisk device, and it kept coming up with crazy shit, dude. And I don't even remember what some of the responses are. I'd have to go back and watch the live, but like nothing, not crazy malevolent. But I mean, it asked for crayons, paper. Like that's why I think it was a kid. Like it was weird. And then I heard behind me, which is where the well was, and we had it almost pitch black down there. And so I grabbed the infrared, and when we're talking like a FLIR camera, Devin, like real infrared.
Infrared, yeah.
And I pointed in there, and I'm pointing where I'm hearing the sounds. Nothing. I'm just hearing like scuffling again, but pointing around, nothing. Turn a flashlight on, nothing. So the 3 a.m. Investigation is a bit anticlimactic, other than the obelisk and then what I haven't heard on my recorder. And so we decided to pack up the equipment finally, and we all go ahead and start getting ready to go to bed and go to sleep and whatnot. And I got I don't know how this happened, but I got left in the kids' room that the birthing room is a part of. And so, but hey, needless to say, I stayed up for about 10 minutes just to make sure nothing like the door didn't open, because I closed the door. I was like, no, just in case. I don't want anything fucking with me. Close the door.
I'll be playing with my balls in the middle of the night.
Dude,
Yeah.
Yeah, oh, well, that'd be gross if it was a kid anyways. But because I fucked up my back the week before, so my back was fucking killing me. I took a Tylenol 3 and I was fucking out. I mean, I only had like 2.5 hours sleep, but nothing fucked with me. Nothing bugged me. I think something bugged the girls downstairs on the couch, because Ty's daughter woke up and kind of yelled a little bit. I didn't wake up, apparently. I was still asleep when this happened, but everybody else heard it. I told you, I was out. I was fucking tired from bum fights the night before.
Fights.
But yeah, so
What was the highlight of your trip? Bum fights.
Recap of the evening.
Uh-huh.
There's nothing evil in that fucking house whatsoever.
All this to say that.
Yep, that's why I kept him hanging on. There's nothing in that house evil whatsoever. Not a. Dude, I got worse feelings from the house I went to in Gainesville than I did at this house. It felt like a kid that was playing hide and seek with us all night long. If there's something there.
Yeah.
It's like I said earlier. You can go to the Baker Hotel or go to the Alamo and get something more.
Yeah.
More out of them.
There was nothing malevolent, nothing evil. Like everybody's like, you're brave, you're this and that. I went and bought protection stones and shit. I didn't need none of that. Like it was. And here's the other thing is that that I left out. So when the owner was giving us the tour, I flat out asked him, and if you go back and actually watch the Facebook Live that I started, I asked him flat out. I was like, "Is there anything here in the last 3 years that you felt malevolent or that you're afraid of or that worries you or anything like that?" And he said no.
Yeah,
No.
they wouldn't be
He goes,
in it. They would be sleeping.
He's like there. I haven't felt anything like evil. And he goes, weird things happen here all the time, but I don't find anything evil. He also said that once he sells his house, they're done with the paranormal stuff. And I was like, and we asked why. He goes, he's like, no, I'm gonna tell you the truth. He goes, I've been doing this for 15 years. I've seen plenty to prove to me there's something else out there.
Yeah.
He goes, I've seen a
Did you write down a list of all the places he's been and ask him to rank them in the order of which one's the worst?
We didn't go that far, but you can tell between the tours and the bookings and people coming, and you can tell that they're burnout.
Yeah.
But he goes, the big thing is, he goes, I've seen some things that scare me. I've seen things that he goes, I definitely believe there's something else. I've seen plenty to prove that there's something else. Ed and Lorraine Warren, he views it just like every other paranormal investigator does, like they were fucking awesome and they're the shit and this and that. So opinions can differ. They may not differ, but everybody thinks that they opened up the world for paranormal investigation. So he totally sang their praises, but he's like, man, after doing it for 15 years, it's like, he goes, you've seen one thing, you've seen it all. There's a few cases here and there that go out of the ordinary. He goes, but it's the same door closings. It's the same, you hear something that you on your EVP that you didn't hear audibly. He goes, it's just like they say, it's 80% of it is saying just catching shit that isn't there. I've never seen anything thrown across the room. He said, he goes, I did. He was part of an exorcism. He didn't participate in it, but he was there to help. And he goes, I did. He goes, that's the only time I've ever really been scared. And he goes, it's not like you think in the movies, like, there's throwing up and spit going everywhere and
speaking of tongues.
And he did say that there was some weird languages or some stuff that they talked that they couldn't really understand. But he said it's not like what you see in the movies. It's not the same. It
never is. Just like we started with this whole podcast talking about how movies and shit's fake.
And so
way to tie it all in,
and you know what I mean. So he's he was very adamant. He's like, I've never felt threatened in this house, and as soon as he said that, it kind of already set the tone for my night. I was like, oh, we're gonna.
You're you're already prepared for disappointment.
But literally, with the doors opening, I mean, it really did feel like a kid, like peekaboo, and open the door and then run. You know what I'm saying? Like that's how it felt. That's really how the whole night felt. Like everybody talks about it's the portal to hell. Sam and Colby, these kids I watched I call them kids, they're in their 20s, but I watched right before they were there in October or September and did this whole thing about how they fucking caught the name Beelzebub. I forget how to pronounce it. Yeah, it's the Prince of Demons, the leader of the demons or something like that.
Is that the Z word?
No, that's
Zozo.
Yeah.
He said it.
Hey, what's his face is not on. Reagan's not on, so you can say it.
So after what I went through with this place, man, I'm such a skeptic. Like I believe something else is there, but as far as
what Andy needs to go is he needs to go to a level fucking 10
I don't
demonic house.
You saw saw
That's like what I said. You go out to the baker.
I'll go wherever I need to fucking go.
I'll go to the baker. How can we get access?
Reagan? And you saw me like I asked. I put on Facebook for the right amount of money. I'll fucking put the Ouija board out tonight, and nobody made any offers aside from gas money and a fucking candy bar or something. I was like y'all ain't getting a Ouija board for that. You better come with some bank. Like I ain't about to open up a portal to hell for fucking $2
and a Snickers bar.
Tank of gas. Tank of gas is only $50, but still.
Like I said, you can also go out to you can go to the Alamo. You could feel something out there, and
you can't
where they had the Battle of San Jacinto.
The Alamo is so secure. You're not gonna be able to get in there and do any kind of investigating, dude. You're not.
I so I was like, let's stop by the Alamo. I got
Gettysburg. I will say this until I get more evidence.
I was never so disappointed when I saw the Alamo. I go, we fought for that fucking little piece of shit.
No, you fought for it.
It was a
My
lot.
house is bigger than that motherfucker.
It was a lot
for the
bigger.
Alamo.
It was a lot bigger than that, dude.
I know.
We didn't fight for the Alamo. We fought for the Republic of Texas. That's what we fought.
It's a joke, bro.
Okay.
It was pretty.
I'm a true Texan.
It was pretty
Sorry.
small. When I saw the actual fort, that kind of made sense.
Yeah. When you see the walls and everything that made up the Alamo, but when you hear the Alamo, you think of this substantial structure.
No,
You're like,
it's
no, the compound.
If you look at they have a model of it built.
Yeah. That's when you see it.
Fully built at wartime, and I was like, okay, I can see how they defended it. And then I'm looking at, I was like, so that was over there.
Yep.
That was over there.
I got a question right quick, and I want to see if you know. Out of the three, of Jim Bowie,
Dave Crockett, and God, I forgot his name already.
Your mama.
No.
Sam Houston.
Aunt Jemima.
It's not Sam Houston. Sam Houston was in San Jacinto at the time.
Oh yeah, he's the one who actually did remember the Alamo.
Santa Ana.
No, he's the one that. God, I can't remember the name.
Santa Barbara.
I cannot believe.
What was the question?
San Angelo.
What's the question?
Which one was killed first out of those three?
Oh, that I don't know.
No.
They talked about Bowie a lot.
Crockett.
Well, Bowie fought from his bed anyway. He had TB.
Bowie
He had the herpes.
Was a congressman.
No,
Pretty sure. I thought he was. Or no, was
Crockett
Dave Crockett.
Crockett was a congressman
okay.
from Tennessee.
So real quick on the Alamo thing. So
Turn her mic up.
No.
God, what is his fucking name?
Devin.
That's the mic with the buzz. That's why we turned down. It sounds good at night.
So I got bored one year.
I'm like, I was waiting for the feedback. I was like, what?
I got bored one day and went down to Galveston just for a day. And what ended up happening was I went down to Galveston. I spent about an hour there. Got bored. Drove back to DFW. But I also hit San Antonio, Austin, and then Dallas on the way back up. And I ended up going to the visitor's office in San Antonio going, hey, where's the Alamo? Because the school that I went to, and we opened up our history books, the Alamo is on top of this beautiful hill. It's, it's...
Fucking lies. You were lied to. We were all lied to. That's why it's such a disappointment.
No, it truly is. But I was so excited to see it. The lady over at the visitor center, she goes, ma'am, turn around. And I turn around and I see this building. And I'm just kind of going, okay. She goes, that's the Alamo. And I was like, are you kidding me? I was like, did you
turn around and ask her, where's the rest of it?
No, but I just felt like that was the moment that I felt like everything that I learned in school was
a
just
fucking lie. Yep.
And I was all like, oh, okay. So now I've really learned just to kind of look at things and be like, hey, look, make your own judgments of it. Make your own opinions of it. Not necessarily judgments, but opinions of it. Mm-hmm. And go from there.
It's funny you say that. So I wish Alex was still on because I'd love to talk about this. But maybe we'll talk about it and then we'll talk about it when he's back on. So remind me. So basically, whenever I was in 6th grade, we were studying, ironically, Greek and ancient history or whatever, right? And so that's when I had the opportunity to go to Athens, Greece, and then my fucking football coach was like, Athens, Texas. I'm like, yes, I'm gonna be gone for a long time to go to Athens, Texas, because everybody's traveling to Athens, Texas. No,
you didn't know that,
dipshit.
Well, unfortunately,
William Travis. That's it.
And I say this with the utmost respect. Unfortunately, in Texas, we have Paris, Texas. We have Italy, Texas. We have Athens, Texas.
Yeah, we talked about.
Oh yeah, we already talked about that.
We have all these amazing places that we want to go to overseas.
Yep.
That are in Texas, and we're like, oh.
Yeah, we also have New Boston too, and I guarantee you, nobody from Boston wants to
live
there. There's a reason
Buffalo.
it's in Texas.
So it was funny. So everything
45.
that I was studying in my middle school class, because I still had to do school while I was abroad. I was basically in Greece or whatever.
You were abroad.
I was abroad. So we were in this town called Vuligmini, outside of Athens or whatever, and so we went and saw the Parthenon and the Acropolis, and I was going, wait, they're the same? I had no idea.
And how have you not been to Italy yet? I mean, that just blows my mind. I don't understand.
I've been all over Europe and stuff, but I have not been to Italy. And one of these days, I'm just going to say, fuck it, and just go to all of the countries.
Yes, you need to
Germany,
go to Venice.
Italy,
you need to get
France.
the most beautiful.
Oh, no, fuck the French. I'm not going to France. Sorry.
Fuck you, too. Fuck you, too. I would throw something at you, but there's nothing here I want to throw.
They can keep their French fries.
They're freedom fries. We call them freedom fries.
I know, it's funny because they don't even have French
They started
fries.
calling them that. They started calling
They
them
don't even
that
have
after
French fries over there. That's what's fucking
No,
funny.
we call them freedom fries out there. We don't call them French fries.
I know you
They
don't.
started
That's
calling
what's funny.
freedom fries after 9/11.
Yeah. Yes, we did.
I challenge you to a duel.
Yeah.
But I don't know, what something happened with the French. They didn't side with us or something?
No, they didn't side with us on the war in Iraq.
That's what it was. And then
Or
he said,
no,
"Fuck
I
the
think
French."
it was Afghanistan, and we started calling them.
Wait, which time? The 15th, 30th, or 40th?
I don't know.
48th time.
48.
Who cares?
probably.
Right. Anyways, my recap on the
Oh yeah, I thought we were done. Sorry, my bad.
recap on the
Go ahead.
house is it does not live up to hype. Almost to the point where I doubt the fucking movie ever happened. If there was something evil that lived there, it's definitely gone now.
Well, we do have somebody that's been on the air that has close relationship with Ed and Lorraine, and in fact, she connected me to Ed and Lorraine's son, who's actually a friend on my Facebook page. So yes, she basically said in one of the podcasts that the movies and shit's all a bunch of bullshit. However, there is paranormal stuff that's happened. It's just not like the movies have blown it up to be.
Well, yeah, and so from what I understand is Lorraine was the one that, according to the oldest daughter from the parents' families, Lorraine was the one that said she felt Bathsheba there, and that she was certain that Bathsheba practiced witchcraft, and that was the demon or the bad soul that was one of the bad souls that was haunting the house. And I'll tell you right now, I know for a fact they didn't perform an exorcism because they couldn't, because they're not priests. The Catholic Church turned it down. That part is real because the children, I don't think, were baptized. And then also I looked up all kinds of shit that I could for this Bathsheba Sherman chick, and the only thing that even comes close to linking her to witchcraft is the fact that she happens to be a descendant from one of the ladies that was hung in the witch trials. That's it. There's no evidence that she grew up around her, that she raised her.
Right.
So I mean, I take those stories with a grain of salt at this point. Like, I will not travel solely for paranormal unless it's local, like something I can drive through. I will no longer travel for paranormal until I get more evidence for myself, because like trips that I will go somewhere and then there might be something there while we're there because we're doing other stuff, I'll totally go do that. But just planning a trip solely for that, no, probably not going to do it again unless I drive somewhere near Texas. We're talking like a 2-3 hour drive, dude. Like I won't travel that far again.
So it's funny you say that because on this trip to Corpus, I actually found an app that basically has all abandoned houses, towns, whatever, and loaded it on my phone that I left here at the fucking house. And so I'm like, well, I guess all these pictures and shit that was going to take a long way, that's not going to happen. But yeah,
hell, you can go down to Corsicana. There's some down there.
Get the camera off me.
Oh, sorry.
Y'all are talking.
My bad.
What?
Oh, you did that? Okay, I was like, why is
Sorry,
it
because you were talking about, and I didn't want to, I didn't want the camera
I got a
to
question
up.
for you.
What's up?
If I give you a bottle of alcohol,
What?
Bottle of alcohol.
bottle of alcohol, whatever alcohol you want, under $100.
At Louis XIII. I need a bottle of Louis.
We all know you give me a bottle of Screwball, I'll be fine.
Right?
Okay. If I get you a bottle of Screwball and whatever that other stuff is that you like, and there's 2 spots I want you to go to. That bridge that's near Devin's mommy's house.
Been there, done that.
Okay, hold on.
You don't want to go there anymore.
Yeah, it's.
And this house.
We'll go. Oh,
What about this house?
He made weird shit happen.
I did.
Yeah.
fuck yeah, you did,
Well, he said it just
Zoe,
earlier.
whatever the hell the name is.
Zozo.
Bro, yeah.
Zozo. Okay, all right. Zozo, whatever.
Bozo.
Bozo.
thought it was a
It's almost
clown.
like Beetlejuice. We say it three fucking
Bedtime for
times.
Bonzo? What?
Oh, it's 3.
So that
times. My
night
bad.
that Patrick got a little tipsy and he was trying to figure out what it was, and good job on the investigation, by the way.
Bozo the
finally
Bozo.
getting it out, and then once you got it out, you wouldn't shut up about it. Yeah, so Willow stood up in the middle of the bed, stared out the door, just all alert, and I was like going, what the fuck? I was like, you asshole.
First, you should definitely have. What happened?
My sinuses just
Bozo
cleared.
the Zozo.
What had happened?
I don't know, man. Something happened.
No, you should research the history of your house.
Yeah, definitely should.
Because I had asked you one time if someone had passed away in this house or in this room.
I don't know, but I do know that black fucking streak that literally the person I was talking to, we were both in the middle of a fucking conversation, and our chairs were literally like probably right where these grapefruits, right where this area, and one was here and one was there, and it like fucking ran from in that hallway in here and like parked underneath her chair, and I was just like, and we were both in the middle of a fucking conversation, we both stopped talking, and it was like this awkward pause, and like I was like, did you fucking see that? Like it was.
I'm getting a spirit box.
Now you think? Now you know why I have all these cameras, and I chose this room.
I'm gonna get a spirit box, and you should just leave your cameras rolling. That's the only way you're really gonna catch anything is when you're not around. Like that's how you really.
And we've had a lot of fucking.
But that bridge is so fucked up since Ghost Adventures went to it. And those motherfuckers, man, don't get me started on that.
That episode ruined me from watching that whole entire fucking show. Honestly.
Yeah, dude.
Like anybody around here that's from Texas, if y'all watch the Ghost Adventures and that stupid douche-tard, he goes
You
to.
gotta be a lot more specific on that one.
So he's the host, Zach.
Zach.
The host of the show. Yeah.
Which, believe it or not, like we talked to Corey about them because they came out. You know? And you know Corey. Corey's the owner of the house.
Okay.
And his wife. And you know they're gonna let whatever show or YouTube do whatever they want because it just brings people to the house.
Yeah,
That's
gonna bring them more followers.
You'd be dumb to fucking say like fuck these dudes out loud.
Yeah.
But when we got there, he told me flat out that Zach's a bit of a fucking douche. Like you know what I'm saying?
Devin agrees he's a douche.
I could tell. I was like, this guy's such a fucking douche.
Well, when
I've never met the guy, and I'm like,
the first 2 or 3 seasons, like he wasn't. Like he was really like looked like he was an investigator, and then like the 4th or 5th season, he looked for excuse to take off his shirt.
Yes.
Like when I get scratched, I'm like, here, let me see. He's like, look at my tattoo and see if there's a scratch across it. This and that. Now I will say I don't think he works out like he used to. You can tell when he wears clothes now. They fucking swallow him now, unlike they used to, and he doesn't take his shirt off as much. But like the embellishment, the original person that started that show, his name was Nick Groth. Mm-hmm. Okay, or Groff, I forget how to say his last name. He called up Zach and Aaron and said, "Hey guys, Aaron's the bald one on there with the goatee. You know what I'm talking about?"
Yeah.
Okay. And actually, Corey, the owner of the house, said Aaron's actually pretty cool. Like Aaron's like literally talks to you and like is a good dude. The rest of them are good dudes. He says Zach is a douche. Which is legit. Yeah. I mean, the dude, whatever. Anyways.
So they got. So is. What douche is that? Nick's replacement, or how's that work?
No, so Nick Groth started the show, right? And he called up Zach. Zach is the douche. Okay?
Yeah. Zach's the douche.
He called up Zach and Aaron. He's like, "Hey, this, I've been doing this. Let's make a show out of it. Let's do something."
Yeah.
And then they got something going. They got approached by Discovery, Travel Channel, Discovery, whatever you want. Same.
Right.
I said okay, and they got like 5, 6, maybe 7 seasons into it. And then the producers and Zach started to want to add embellishment to a lot of the episodes. And if you remember the original series, Ghost Hunters, you remember how they never really embellished stuff? They just gave you hardcore evidence, and then like if your home wasn't haunted, they'd tell you flat out like,
yes,
we think this is just this, and that. Your house isn't haunted.
Who was the bald guy?
That was Jason Hawes, I believe. Jason Hawes.
Jason Hawes. Yep, you're right.
So you got to understand sensationalism, and you know how what ties us into television and keeps us watching.
Right.
You're only going to watch Ghost Hunters. It's just like Corey. He's been doing it for 15 years, and he's got, you're only going to watch the same thing over and over again. Either this house is haunted or it's not.
Right.
The only reason Ghost Adventures is still going is because they make up false narratives, put in fucking music that sounds ominous, and then make up fucking stories around it. And
our photographer almost died that night. She has never been so horrified in her entire life.
You know, after Ghost...
Bitch, please! It's a fucking bridge.
You see that after
They literally said that during the fucking episode.
And the photographer was one of the dude's wives, and apparently they got divorced shortly after and they blamed it on it.
On the fucking
because I saw the aftershock. I saw what they the Ghost Hunters aftershocks
I saw
a screaming room, and they're watching the episode again, and they're like, not to be, but didn't you get divorced? Yeah, I think it was a cause. Like, how dare you blame your fucking failed marriage on fucking on ghosts?
A fucking bridge.
Were you out there?
On the old bridge.
What, was she out there fucking a ghost? Were you like, you know what I'm saying? Like, how the fuck did
Is that technically cheating?
He got so scared he went limp, and then she just couldn't.
I don't fucking
so she had to move on.
It's like so Ty's been out there to investigate, and he's actually talked to the remember how they had that sign under investigation from so and so Paranormal Society?
Yeah.
Well, that's one of the people that Zach interviewed on that show. And she said that part where he's like grabbing himself like he's being choked, he's like, that was all such horse shit.
Yeah.
And the thing is Goatman's Bridge since then has become a party spot. I took Lindsay there like a month and a half ago because I think we had texted y'all and y'all were already in bed or something. I don't remember what happened. It was a while ago. We went out there. The fucking parking lot's filled with like 17 to like 25-year-olds. It's fucking music going on. You go across the bridge. There's like 80 people. Not literally 80 people. There's like tons of people trying to cross the bridge while there's like two different groups trying to establish communication with an EMF detector. And like, if you get within this close of an EMF detector, it's going off. So every time somebody walks by, the motherfucker's going off. You ain't talking to nobody. And you can ask this dude right here. We've been there drunk. We've been there sober. We've been there fucking contacting shit. The scariest thing we contacted was a fucking armadillo.
Yeah. They had
come running across the fucking thing. We stood in front of it. It wasn't stopping. Went right over our shoe. It's like, I'm trying to get the other side, bitch.
Like, get the fuck out my way.
And now it's graffitied to shit. That's the other part. It is so nastily fucking the paint everywhere. Fucking tags.
But there are some really good trails past once you get past
those
area.
Those aren't even good anymore.
No?
That's what I'm saying. Me and her went down the one by the highway.
Yeah.
And then we went down towards the river trails, right?
Yeah.
And so I'm like, I got to pee. And I'm figuring I'm off on a side trail. No, but sure enough, 5 people coming walking down the fucking side trail.
Oh, okay.
Like, dude, they're all over out there on the weekends.
So that bridge, if you are on the left side, you cross over the bridge, there's some trails. If you keep going, that will actually take you all the way to Lake Louisville. It'll take you over by 2499 Louisville. Yeah.
There's people all up and down those trails.
Oh, yeah, dude. It's a pretty...
I got a second question real quick.
What's that?
So, y'all went to Grapevine not too long ago. Did y'all happen to venture into South Lake?
No.
Okay.
No, we just went to old downtown Grapevine because Christmas is awesome there.
Which is good because South Lake's still... I'll keep my words.
Lindsay says hi, by the way.
What? Oh.
Lindsay says hi, by the way.
She's home. That means I got to go home soon.
So by Carroll Senior High, there is a graveyard there, and it dates back to, I mean, not like it dates back decent, but it's not like anything recent.
Yep.
And so, could y'all possibly go into like graveyards that are from like the 1800s?
I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
I tell you.
So,
right
okay.
I know where one is.
I supposedly walked into a portal from hell and fucking walked out with unscathed. I'll go fucking anywhere.
So
I ain't give a shit.
That was one of the things I wanted to say for
I'm just like a honey
another
badger.
thing for Alex too.
Honey Badger doesn't give a shit.
So I've traveled most of the world, right? And I've taken
Italy.
whatever except for Italy. Thank you. I've always taken my cameras and shit with me because some of the most beautiful architecture and structures are actually, I hate to say it,
In your mom's bedroom.
in your mom's bedroom. Booyah! especially when it's shaking. What?
Shut up, Devin. God, hey, shut up.
Sorry, my bad.
No, they're actually in cemeteries. And so different religions believe different things. But in the Greek religion, which is Greek Roman Orthodox, or yeah, I think that's right. He can correct me. They like no cameras. Absolutely, you don't like. It's totally disrespectful and stuff. And like, I went into some of the graveyards, and my buddy was like, literally, I've never seen him so pissed off ever at me, Nick. You know what I'm talking about.
Oh.
And then actually,
You brought a camera.
and so one day I snuck out, right? So I got up at like 6 a.m., brought camera, because I was like, dude, there's some of the most beautiful monuments, mausoleums and stuff, right? And so I was like, I want to take some pictures of like this architecture. Is like, it's phenomenal. And like the amount of detail and the amount of work that they put into it, it's absolutely amazing. And so like I start taking pictures, right? And all of a sudden this lady comes up to me and I'm like, oh shit, like I'm fucking like, and I got yelled at by Nick, and now I'm getting yelled at like by a citizen. She ends up, and I'm like, I don't, speak Greek or whatever, and so she starts speaking in English to me, and I'm like, oh, fuck.
You don't have to speak the dialects.
Huh?
You don't have to speak the dialect when you know they're pissed off.
But no, she's like, do you want to come into the church and take some pictures inside the church too? And I'm like, going, is this a trap?
Setup?
I know. I'm like, is this a setup? I'm like, no, I'm good. And I just like, I kept
looking around.
I got the fuck out of there. Yeah, it was like it was about a 5-mile walk from his place to the beach, and it was all like downhill and shit. So it's like you're running through like all these different cemeteries and all that stuff along the way. And so I just was like, fuck it, I'm beelining it. And then I ended up going to the beach.
Myself in countries, man.
And I just passed the fuck out on the beach with my camera gear and all that shit. And I was like, I'm fucking laying on this shit because I don't want to get stolen.
Yeah.
So you're gonna hate
Greece?
this.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah, I was like, I'm laying on this shit. I'm like,
They probably still would have. Like, you're lucky, bro.
I wake up, I'm on somebody's hands, they're holding me, and the fucking camera's gone.
Yeah, you find a location. If it's local, I'm not traveling, and until I get more evidence to prove something to myself, I'm not paying, like, making a trip specifically just to go do this anymore, like out of the state. Like if it's within driving a few hours, no problem at all. Like I'll drive. Like if you want to go ghost investigating down in New Orleans, I'll fucking go in a heartbeat. I want to go to the Stephen F. Austin Hotel, or is it the Andrew Jackson? It's either Stephen F. Austin Hotel. It's in the middle of the city, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's where I want to stay there. I've heard a lot of crazy shit about that. They say a lot of guests can't finish the night, can't stay the night. It's $120, $130 a night. I'll fucking do that shit in a heartbeat.
Like
after what
room.
I like every video I've seen in that fucking Conjuring house, like they get some crazy shit. I was all over that place. I was very respectful. I didn't disrespect anything, but fuck, man, like
Maybe you should have done what I did, is piss a ghost off. That's what I did.
no, because the group that was with me would have fucking thrown a fit, and they would not have been happy. They'd be like, we're not taking him with us again.
I mean, that's like when I did what I did at my grandma's. Everybody got the fuck out of the room. I'm like, well, I'm gonna piss them off.
You know what I'm saying?
Stir
Like
this thing up. What?
That Italian restaurant.
Which one?
The one we ate at in Corsicana.
Napoli's?
Napoli's.
Yeah.
That's haunted.
Nappy Dugout.
Nappy Dugout. No, dude,
That's
the
haunted.
food was actually...
No, we should.
Bro, that food was out of this world, so I believe it's haunted.
Yeah, it's haunted. Upstairs is also haunted.
It's probably one of the best Italian food places I've had in a long time.
Yeah.
So
Way better than fucking Olive Garden.
we should all
That
go.
lasagna was like-
I should hope so.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Bring Lindsay. But we should all go over to like downtown Austin area, because I know they're supposed to have some decently haunted hotels out there.
Well,
What we need to
Austin?
do...
Or we could just go to Louisiana and y'all
here's
can have
the
your
thing,
seafood
though, is
stuff.
like, and the problem with doing hotels that are still actively open, like, you're getting noise pollution and stuff from other people. The only time that
That's why that app I was looking at is abandoned, like to Andy's point, abandoned, nobody's there type shit. So you're eliminating...
Neither was your phone. Your phone was not there either.
Yeah, no, apparently
now-
it took the app's advice.
Okay, so why don't y'all just go down to the Big Ben area and just go down there?
I don't know what's in Big
I don't go down. Not on dudes.
No,
Especially
you know
not
what?
Big
Lizzie, I'm
Ben.
sorry.
No,
I don't go down to Big Ben. No.
Down on guys named Big Ben.
Not yet. I don't go down on
It
Big
starts with a T. I can't remember what
I'll go down on Lindsay. That's cool.
It's a haunted.
She's got to pull my hair and shit, but I'll do it.
It's a ghost
Like,
town.
get your face
Oh, it's
down
Ghost
there.
Town? Is it where, Texas?
Yeah, it's down in the Big Bend area in the southwest Texas.
Oh, wait, were you
Tijuana?
looking at a film or something out there?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Tesla?
Tesla?
Huh?
Tesla?
No, it's
There's
not Tesla.
Tijuana.
No.
There's
Definitely not Tijuana.
It's not Tijuana.
We're not hanging out there. That's for sure. I ain't investigating shit.
Lingua.
You go. You tell me. You go investigate
All right, here
Tijuana.
we go.
And there's a bar in Grapevine.
She said it.
Lingua.
Oh, Tulingua.
Andy,
Of
you're
course,
in
leave it to the transporter to know where the fuck is.
No,
That's it.
this is how I know it. The bar in Grapevine.
It's Will Hoyt's.
No. It's
That's a
right
good
across from Will Hoyt.
That is a good place. I feel like we need to go there.
It's right across from Will
I'm
Hoyt.
kind of hungry.
They do their chili cook-offs there.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know it.
So, Andy, what were we gonna say?
I know a girl that gets drunk there though. Hold on, let me ask her.
A girl that gets drunk there.
Well, that
At the
fucking
bar.
narrows it down.
No doubt.
What are you talking about, Natalie? Oh,
But yeah, you
Will
not me.
Hoyt's.
guys want to find spots? We'll fucking do this shit in a heartbeat. The thing is, so I were you there for the bachelor party, or did you stay the whole night for
Tolbert's.
Billy's bachelor party?
That's it.
Billy's
the
bachelor
one,
party.
Yeah, that's
that
what
got the one that
Lindsay
got
said.
fucked up.
Yes, remember I was the one, and like I was the devil because I was the one that hooked up the hotel.
She called all our fucking phones. Like, you brought the girls,
I brought the girls in, found.
but
them.
it's not like you brought girls with ill intentions. Like, nothing was going on.
No, it wasn't like I brought strippers.
We went to the fucking strip
You
club.
should have. Sorry.
We went to the strip club, and she's fucking calling Billy, asking if they can fucking come along. I'm like, no, it's a
Right?
fucking bachelor party, and I got us
Somehow-
2 rooms in the Adolphus downtown.
Yeah, that was my suggestion. I was like, let's go to the Adolphus. Like, it's pretty dope. It's downtown. It's like close to everything. If we want to
Well,
go.
I looked it up, and I looked at the 17th floor was fucking haunted. So these
So there's
these
there's the
motherfuckers,
why Andy's like, yeah, let's go.
these motherfuckers are passed out because
No, I'm the one that opened up the fucking window balcony.
yeah, I went and got a screwdriver.
Yeah,
We
I was
could-
like, I go, Andy, this shit's loose. Go find a screwdriver.
And we found a screw. We found a
Yeah.
screw and how to open it. So I had the valet pull my fucking car back around. Paid him $5 so I get the screwdriver out so we could open the window.
Oh shit! See, I don't even remember that.
Yes, no, I had to get my.
'Cause I was
fucking-
still up in the room
Dude,
drinking.
you know what I was driving back then? That fucking Oldsmobile.
the white beast.
So imagine him pulling the Oldsmobile around. I'm like, hold on. All right, I got it. I took my back and fucking, sure enough, unscrewed the fucking thing, and we had a city view.
Ooh, dude, it was so dope because we were like way high up in.
But
Adolphus.
you guys,
Adolphus.
so, I don't. Everybody ended up somehow asleep by like 3 or 4, and I went up to the 17th floor by myself.
Motherfucker, why did you?
You
not-
guys were
Oh.
done. Like, I was like, man, this is fucked up.
So you know in Galveston, you know that haunted hotel that's right on the with that Saint something or another. Anyway, I went into the ballroom. I went into all
Is
the.
it St. Augustine?
I can't, it's really super nice.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, it's super, super expensive, super, super nice. Anyway, I stayed there once, way, long time ago. And dude, I literally fucking went ghost hunting, but this was before like cameras and all that sort of shit. So I was like,
Yeah.
damn, I wish I would have had all that shit. Because I went into that ballroom and no joke, that shit was creepy as fuck.
Where at?
In Galveston, it's like,
Oh. So on the 17th floor is where the ballroom was used to be at the Adolphus, and it was supposedly the legend.
what's up with the ballrooms being fucking haunted? Like,
I don't know.
I mean, look at The Shining.
Supposedly you can hear big band music. Well, I got off the fucking elevator.
When you
Number
were-
one,
it's the Galvez.
the air was different. The air was way different. Like, it felt heavy as soon as you fucking stepped off. But I didn't hear any big band shit. And the other rumor is that fucking elevators stop at that floor and open for no reason. As sure as shit. I went to go look for the ballroom where it used to be. They say you can't. You have to look around to find it because it's through a door, a hidden, like not a hidden doorway, but the doorway is hidden in the wall. Like, it's one of those, like,
Right.
since they've built it, like, you can't find it unless you have a key or something to get it. So I looked for that doorway, couldn't find it. I come back to the elevators, fucking opened up, waited. You know how usually they close pretty quick?
Right, yeah.
It just stands open like somebody's standing in between
Holding
the fucking
it.
doors. Close it, and then the second one next to it fucking, it closes, goes down. Second one opens up, fucking just sits there, and then it closes and goes down.
Wow.
That's awesome.
Okay, so-
I find this really funny, real fast. So I was trying to remember the name of that hotel. I thought it was saying something, but it's called the Galvez.
The
Ah.
So I wrote in Galvez, right? And what did Google add to it?
Haunted shit.
The
Galvez
lovely Lauren lady.
Hotel Haunted History. Motherfucker, Google's been listening to the show.
But it is the 5th floor.
What, Galvez? Mm-hmm. Okay, so it says it's no secret
right.
that the
No, it's your
Galvez
mom's
is
house.
haunted. With over a century of history, it's more surprising that there aren't other goes gallivanting around. Yeah, that was the one.
Well, you know,
I've always been fascinated in this, but like when I was in New York, Pennsylvania area, like we used to go into these old ass houses because there's a shit ton of them that were abandoned, and like the floors had sunken in, and there's like fucking like grand pianos, and I'm
like
going,
we're going into an area that could just collapse on top of our heads at any minute, but it's fucking fun.
Fuck yeah, it is, and yeah, I don't know how we didn't die.
Most of the decisions I've made in my life was started off, well, it seemed like a good idea at the time.
Check this shit out. So
that's how the weekend started.
So this one house that we went into, mind you, had about 20 cars around the house. And then we're talking like old classic cars. We're talking like Fairlanes. We're talking Chevelles. We're talking Monte Carlos. We're talking, what's that, Impalas. Like all these old ass in like pretty decent shape. Like fucking put a little elbow grease and, it's probably like, restorable, whatever.
Right.
So we go into this place, right? And there's a bunch of old gas station signs and shit like that, right? And I'm like, oh shit, these are worth a lot of fucking money, right? So I'm walking around, I'm like seeing what else is there. Dude, there's like Life magazines and all these other magazines from like the 1940s. And I'm like going, and it's like they're in almost like pristine condition, like somebody just left these here yesterday. But you start looking at, and then I gather a bunch of these old comic books and shit, because I'm like, whoa. I start flipping through them, right? And I'm like, this is a first edition, which means this is the first print ever of this. I'm like, it's going to be worth some money. So I start going through these other comics, because there's all these comic books everywhere, right? It's Gene Autry, there's The Lone Ranger, and all of these are like first edition. And because, like I said, they were inside this house, they were almost like in pristine condition. So anyway, so I gather all this shit, put it in a box, and I fucking hightail it out of there, whatever. And like, meanwhile, though, what started as like, we're just investigating this house, right? But I'm like, I'm just going to put this over here for safekeeping. Well, 2 days later, they bulldozed the entire house and all those cars. And I'm going, fuck, I should have taken all that shit. I'm like, oh, god damn, all those signs, everything. I'm like, oh. Then I was like, I was kicking myself the opposite direction for not taking more. Because I was like, I don't want to be greedy. Like, I don't want to take all this shit, but like, I want to hang on to this just in case. And literally, like, that same fucking week, they bulldozed everything. And I was like,
wow.
Oh, like, go through the shit first before you just tear the shit down. Like, oh, yeah, it was heartbreaking. Oh. I was like, I could have taken a couple of them cars. I'd take them home, too.
So I literally just Googled haunted places to visit in Texas. The first one is the Driscoll Hotel down in Austin. The second one,
Galvez.
Yes, the Galvez in Galveston.
I knew that one was pretty.
I'm going to butcher these words, and I'm very sorry in advance.
But isn't that a live hotel? Aren't they still open?
And they just apparently renovated not too long ago.
See, it's hard. It's hard to investigate with that in those places.
Yeah,
because you get so much cross-contamination from sounds and stuff.
The La Carafed dive bar in Houston.
But when places renovate, like that actually brings out more spirits. Like it basically pisses them off because they know, like, no, don't fuck with our. The way it was.
Right.
The Marfa Lights.
Oh, Marfa. Yeah, I want to go to Marfa, Texas.
Oh, you know what? The USS
Lexington
in Corpus Christi.
Yeah.
You dick.
Fucker, we were just there. Son of a bitch.
Dick.
Had I had my phone, I would have fucking looked it up.
Come on.
And I asked you.
I would have done a live broadcast.
There's way more than that. You should look up the top 10 haunted places in Dallas-Fort Worth area.
Texas.
North.
The Alamo,
because Fort Worth has that haunted hotel.
You can't. That's what I'm saying. You can't investigate the Alamo though. You can't get in there.
And then Patrick mentioned the ghost town in Tulingua.
Yeah.
Linguistics. Lingua.
Yeah.
Tungalingus.
Oh, and Devin, one more thing that's going to also piss you off.
What? Don't tell me. What?
So my daughter is going on a school field trip to Greece and some surrounding areas. And I mean, she's already been to Italy, so
yeah,
she'll be able to compare Italy and Greece for you.
Greece is way better.
Well, we can all make
Devin's
that judge.
Like,
yep, exactly. Thank you.
Yeah, there you go.
Show her the show notes.
Yeah.
Thank you, Andy. No, actually, I gotta go to Italy.
You do,
especially with all the photography stuff. And
you know where I would go if I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
You know where I would go, and I've always wanted to go there since I was like, what, 12, 11, 12.
What's that?
Don't say Devin's mom's house.
No. Don't.
I let it ride.
Don't.
Go
It's
ahead.
like Disney World because I'm finally tall enough to ride the rides. That's where I was going.
Oh, nice.
If I had a chance to go to Italy, this is the place I would go.
What's that?
Pompeii.
Wait, where? Oh, Pompeii.
Fuck
Pompeii.
that. I'm good. I
Honestly?
do not want to see people frozen in time.
I
I
would
go
to
ghost
Pompeii.
hunting enough. I don't. You know what? I'll go ghost hunting in Pompeii.
That's exactly it.
There you go.
But how are you going to communicate with them, man? You can't speak that language. What the fuck were they speaking? They weren't Italian back then.
I'll tell you what. Just bring a few firecrackers. They'll talk to you.
Oh, that's
Do
not
they speak
Why is Andy
volcano?
in Patrick's chair?
Do they speak magma?
magma.
Lindsay, you missed it. We've been playing rotating or musical chairs tonight. We're
Yeah.
trying to do something a little different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It started out with me and Patrick, and then Devin showed up a little bit later. He had to he had to do a fucking day trip to Corpus and back. But anyways, but yeah, and we're getting close. We had to start late tonight, babe. We had major technical difficulties, so we didn't get going till almost 6:35, 6:30.
No, it was about 6:30, 6:25.
Had my bad. So
The boys couldn't get it up running. I meant the show.
I can get it up. Keeping it running sometimes, yeah, it's like, yeah, I gotta sleep sometimes, you know. No,
I ain't saying
We
that.
we had to do tech support. Turn it on and turn it back off, or turn it off, turn it back on again, like 3 times.
Text.
Yeah, like we straight up.
Hello, is it plugged in?
Did you turn it off and then turn it back on?
I need to power cycle it off and then
did.
power cycle it on.
Turn the computer on and then back or off, then back on. But what we needed to do was turn the podcast off and back on.
They had a Viagra. That's tough.
No, I've.
Just on,
Viagra,
off.
nothing will shut off. I promise you that. It's get a real rapey vibe.
Well, I know
It's a vibe.
now.
If you take it and don't need it, you're in trouble.
Damn.
If anybody knows where I could get Viagra for somebody, please
Do
let me know.
you remember? Anyways, I'm not. Are you kidding me? It's available all over the internet now. You can go to hims.com and get that Canadian shit. And the Canadian shit works. I don't know how it's mixed, but it works.
Yes, but if it's
But-
laced with anything that my uppers were laced with, then I'm screwed.
Well,
Or
that
somebody
sucks. So do you remember those MTV Real Life? I'm a what is it, like MTV Real Life? I live with my parents. MTV Real Life, I'm a fluffy or a furry.
Oh.
MTV Real Life, I'm a porn star.
Yeah.
And so I watched that one, and of course, Lindsay's. Of course, you did. But I watched that one, and they also interviewed the males like
my
getting
head.
into it, right? And,
I'm glad you're back, Lindsay.
And you know how many males like that don't get complete success in the straight porn actually dabble in the gay porn until they make money to get back into the straight porn. And the producers, like,
So Andy's trying to tell the audience he wanted to.
no, and Andy's trying to. You should go do gay porn, guys. Go do gay porn.
Porn makes a shitload of money.
Anyways, the guy stars get paid way more doing gay porn.
Yeah.
So the producers they produce both. They don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
And they're sleazeballs, and even on camera, it looks like that slime ball car salesman and shit. And they say, well, yeah, these young bucks come in here, and they're like, well, they try to get in the industry, and they're like, well, I'm not making enough. And like, well, maybe you should do a couple guy on guys. And he's like, and there will always be like, well, no, 'cause I don't get down like that because I'm not gay. He goes, we put a couple of Viagra in these boys, and they're fucking chickens if they wanted to, if we had them on set.
Damn, that's a different channel.
And I was like, what?
That's the Discovery Channel.
What?
That's the Discovery Channel, sir.
So what you're really
I don't
saying?
know a drug that's gonna make me change my fucking sexual preference.
Right?
Like,
I was like, I'll just take care of myself. Like, fuck that shit. I ain't fucking, I ain't dibble dabbling in that shit.
give me a rubber glove and
Literally.
a rolled up towel. I ain't going gay. Like, I ain't gay.
I will
Like,
fuck my couch.
yeah. Fuck. Yeah.
Don't record that soundbite.
I find my couch more attractive than dudes. I'm just saying.
Oh, what did I say tonight about this guy?
I don't know. I got a recording though. Oh, then you're gonna fuck this guy.
Yeah, you do have the recording. That's the unfortunate thing. I was like, God damn, this guy is so sexy tonight. Like, I'm a Sky. Let me iterate that fact.
I'll tell you the
Guy, not guy.
If it came down to a gun to my head and you're like, you got to fuck a guy or fuck your couch, I'd be like, come here, couch.
Couches need love too.
I'll tell you right now, my couch looks way better than any dude.
Lizzie said, how did you get on this subject?
I don't know.
So
Banging
porn
couches.
industry. How do we get into the porn industry?
Y'all were talking about hitting it from the
Talk
boob
about
side.
Viagra's.
Viagra's. Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Viagra's.
Yeah.
Viagra,
They-
Pfizer.
We had a squirrel
all that
moment,
other
Lindsay.
stuff.
Thank you. Yes. Female stars get paid way more than the.
Oh my
male
God!
counterparts.
Because there's such a
They talk about equality and shit, but that's the one industry where the women get paid significantly more.
Well,
than
and
males.
the thing is like they're like, no, you don't understand. Porn degrades them and this and that. They don't have
They
to
pay
be.
their bills.
They don't have to. If they don't want to be in the scene with this person, they get to choose. The dudes don't get to choose who they get to be in the scene with. Like, if you're doing like Granny Does Son or something shit like that, you are fucking a fucking 60-year-old porn star or 50-year-old porn star. It's happening. Like, you're there on set. You signed up. You fucking do what we tell you, and guess what? You're getting some fucking dusty ass crotch. Like. Stuff you gotta use.
That's just probably haunted. Just saying.
Like she opens her legs and it's like, woo.
Oh, you like Ghost Adventures?
Zach, I bet you ain't investigated here, motherfucker.
You probably has.
Got spider web shit crawling out of it.
I think I heard an EVP out of her vagina.
Lizzie says it's disturbing how much he knows about the porn industry.
I watched. How many of us watched Real Sex on HBO back when that was?
That was my porn back.
Like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I remember the parents go to bed. I'd be like, "Oh, fucking HBO."
yeah, HBO Real Sex. They had. I remember when like I thought Real Sex 6 was crazy, and they came out with Real Sex 32. Like I don't know, like 2004, 5, something like that. It was still a thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, I remember that. Like I remember when there was softcore porn on fucking HBO and Cinemax.
Yep.
You can't find that shit on there.
Skinemax.
Is gone anyway.
Skinemax.
Cinemax is gone.
Okay, I have a
Pretty sure.
question
I haven't
for
heard- I
all
haven't
the
heard their name.
parents.
So
And
Cinemax is a different format.
I thought
It's,
Cinemax was owned by HBO anyways.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, they owned it. They owned Cinemax.
okay, I have actually a question for all the moms. Sorry, Dad.
There's not a lot of moms out there, but okay.
Okay, but okay, well
Unfortunately,
then
we
fine.
don't
We're gonna
have
do
a
we're gonna do
large-
for all the parents. When your child reaches that sexual maturity age,
Uh-oh.
What happened?
I didn't
Feedback.
tell it.
Move your.
So whatever fell over there did it. Whatever fell.
Hey, your headphone cable. Get it off the mic. It's
My bad.
there. You,
Okay.
I
We
see.
finally figured it out. We finally. So we got to keep that in mind.
Yep.
That's
That
been
may
all
be
night.
what's
Headphones
it.
away from. Yeah, keep your audio away from the.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep. Look.
So all y'all parents out there, when your child reaches that sexual maturity and
Quiet though.
they go through their phone or they go through their tablet or they go,
Hey,
on their
spin the
television.
microphone so that the text is facing you.
Oh my God, you're so complicated. Ooh.
That just made it worse. I think we should have just left.
Nope.
Don't move. Don't move.
There you
Better?
No.
Oh shit. Sorry.
Now turn your volume down.
Don't
touch it. Don't
I'm not touching nothing.
touch
Okay.
it. It's so sensitive right now. You got to leave it alone for at least 5 minutes.
So,
Just a
but
Anyways,
Go ahead.
when y'all discover your child has, discovered
When you
porn
discover your.
Yeah.
on their cell phones, on their tablets,
At what
You know-
age are we talking though?
I mean,
I think she's saying any age.
Okay.
yeah, sexual maturity, so 10 and up.
Oh, damn. Mhm.
So
Yeah,
five.
I discovered. Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, 10 and up.
I was-
We don't need to know what age. 10 and up.
That's the first time I grabbed and I was like, ooh, this warm wash rag feels good. As Patrick takes his headphones off.
Man, now I understand why my
he's
parents had
laughing
the shower head.
he just brought a memory of when he was 10.
No, I don't think. No.
No,
This was
but
way before loofahs.
how for parents now,
Ow,
knowing
loofah. What?
what y'all know, what y'all went through, parents now, how are y'all going to handle that situation?
I've already handled it, so I don't care.
Are you going to pat your kid on the back and be like, hey, good job? Or are you going to be like, hey, look, there's the bathroom. Like, go make yourself happy?
I don't know. My mom found my porn magazines once. She also walked in on me because she didn't know how to knock. And I did like this thing where I crossed my legs. And I was like, I'm just chilling. But
did you find a ruler in the bathroom?
From the fucking pants down. What?
Did you find the ruler in the bathroom?
No, I haven't found. No, I never actually used a ruler in the bathroom. I had a fucking desk in my room. I had a desk I did my homework in. And I had a ruler in it. Anybody that says they didn't measure their dick as a kid is a fucking liar.
Yeah.
Every year past 11, I was like, oh, yep, a little bit more. Oh, yep, a little bit more. Like, yeah. Patrick's like, no, I didn't.
Yeah. And it's not
Patrick
just
says
guys
I still
that
measure
are
it.
at
Just make sure it's not
10,
shrinking.
It's girls too.
Do what?
I don't care.
It's also girls that will sit there and figure out things on their laptops at age 10, and I'm just kind of going, oh God, we're having this conversation now.
Well,
it's going to be earlier and earlier. It's I know. Damn cell phone or any type of electric device.
This ain't going to make any parents feel any better, but so I grew up in Indiana, and it was the time of Playboy and stuff. But the thing is the kids that were on my street that I was hanging out with, I was 6, 7, and they were like 11, 12, 13. And I saw my first Playboy when I was 6 years old down the street at my friend's Kenny's house because they thought it was fucking hilarious. They're showing me that shit. I remember it to this day because the reason I remember that it was the first Playboy I'd ever seen, centerfold. And then I was at my friend's Doug's house when I was 16 because I was driving. I was at my friend's Doug's house and he was showing me his old school fucking Playboys, and sure as shit he had the fucking issue that I saw when I was 6 years old. He opened it up and I was like, holy shit. And I went back down memory lane and I was like, fuck.
Shannon Tweed. Do you remember her?
Shannon Tweed was back in the 80s.
I know. That was the first fucking Playboy I ever saw was her.
Oh,
He's
God.
old.
But yeah, no,
I'm old.
I mean, it's going to happen. I don't know how I'm going to handle it. I'm going to be like, look, the fucking water bill's going up. Don't be in there for 2 hours. Keep that shit to your room and lock the fucking door. Like, and don't let
You're gonna have an auto shut off on that fucking water.
and fucking find a towel to use and wash it your goddamn self because I don't want to find that shit in your socks.
That's why you don't wash your socks. Ever.
Hey,
Don't ever wash your boy's socks once he hits 13, 12 or 13.
There's a reason why they call them tube socks.
Yeah, there ain't a dude alive that hasn't used a fucking sock.
In college, we used to use that as a warning.
Anymore.
And that sock may have been crusty on the fucking door handle.
Right?
Why you don't touch it?
Why you don't touch it?
Like, hey, that's my DNA. I don't give a fuck. I'll pull it back off.
Lizzie says, I'm letting Andy handle it. I don't know if that's the smartest idea, but I don't want to do it.
You want me to have that discussion with your son? I don't know about that.
Neither does she, apparently, LOL.
I don't know.
He will
I don't
learn
know.
it at school.
You may let Michael handle that, not
shit. Michael might come to you and fucking tell you some shit like, hey, just so you know.
No, I know with my daughter, she was about 10, and it was her friend that they pulled up on my kid's laptop, porn with Justin Bieber. Like, it wasn't necessarily it was porn, it was just naked photos of celebrities.
Yeah.
And so
Bieber?
Yeah.
They could have gotten
There's naked photos.
No, you like
There's
Bieber.
naked photos of everybody out there, and not only is there
Patrick's
naked photos,
got naked pictures
if
of
there
Bieber
isn't naked photos, somebody has cropped their head off and put it on a porn body somewhere. It just that.
Who?
Patrick.
Yeah.
Your fucking face. Shit. Fuck.
So
man,
what ended up happening was
what had happened was,
my mom went onto my daughter's laptop to go look something up and
that's great.
Opens it up and sees these naked photos, kind of going, what the heck? My daughter's like, oh, well, you see, we were searching something, and this, like, magically popped up.
Well,
Mom, see, we were searching some porn, and this fucking magically popped up. I don't know what the fuck happened.
Like,
this would be a good topic for Thursday.
What?
Porn?
Porn?
Not porn.
You can type something in. I don't think it'll take
what
you
she
directly
asked.
to porn.
What
but
she talked about.
They're like,
what age?
Yeah.
Like you can type in with Google suggestions now and like easily get to it. Like I don't think Justin Bieber naked comes right up on your fucking suggestions. But
No.
but at the same time, that's the other thing I would teach Jackson: erase your fucking browser history and don't leave it up on the fucking screen.
All right, now you sound like the Crumbies. Don't get caught.
Don't get caught.
Remember how the mom said, "Hey, next time, don't get caught, dumb fuck."
You know what I'm saying?
Pretty much.
Yeah, but exactly.
Yeah.
But that's a gun. I mean, well, we're technically.
Well, yeah,
talking-
technically,
yeah,
and it was a loaded weapon.
like it is, but this one goes off in his hand in his room. Okay, like
And the only person injured is maybe.
like look, son. That's how I'm going to deliver it to him. I'm going to give him that talk about.
This is your rifle. This is your gun. This is for shooting. This is for fun.
Yeah, you know,
Blah!
that's what I'm gonna call it. It's like, look,
And then go, mic drop.
when I
Yeah.
talk to
Parenting is over.
parenting win.
This lesson.
Like when I talk to him
Rainbow.
about him, be like, look, sometimes when you're cleaning your gun, it goes off in your hand.
It
just
does.
Is what it is. But the thing is we need to find a room to clean it in and make sure that we don't involve others in our cleaning. Like
Because we don't want anybody injured.
you don't want it.
You don't want any facials.
And after you're done cleaning the gun, you don't want all the oil and stuff from cleaning the gun off in the laundry. So you should make sure that's separate from the rest of the laundry because once you do it, it just even fabric softener doesn't make it soft anymore.
Here's what's going to happen with that.
This
Jackson's
segment
gonna go to his
brought
friend's
to you
house.
by Andy Parenting 101.
Actually,
Or you know.
The more you know.
like Jackson's going to go to his friend's house or something like that, and he's all like,
Yep, it did it.
what'd I do? I didn't touch it.
It's sensitive.
Told you.
It's
So-
very
You
sensitive.
touched it too soon.
He's going to go to his friend's house, and he's going to be like, hey, guess what? I cleaned my room. I cleaned my gun. Everything's good. Like, I could go. And Lisa's going to be like, what the fuck? You cleaned your gun? Like, what is this? And, like,
Right.
there's going to be the second person in the party that's going to be like, what gun? And he's like, oh, no, it's okay. Like, I cleaned my gun. It's nice and clean now.
My Nerf gun.
He ain't gonna be telling Lindsay that he fucking jerked off.
No, he's not going to phrase it that way. He's going to be like, hey, look, I cleaned my room. I cleaned my gun, and now I'm going to go home. Or I'm going to go to girl's house or wherever.
No, good, because he's gonna know we're telling you. There's no way at that age.
I hope he's not listening.
If he goes to a
That'd be
girl's
awkward
house,
as
if he
fuck.
goes to a girl's house, he's not going to clean his gun.
Look, I'm gonna tell you this. Even if
Yes, you do need to.
even if at
You
that
need
age
to,
I knew
but he's not going to do it.
Even
Don't ever go loaded. Yeah, never mind.
even at that age, if I
Nope.
I'm letting the men see
You got
it
to
out.
empty out. You got to empty out the baby batter before you go.
yeah, you can't be running around with a bunch of cum on your brain and make you.
Is that hair gel?
Dudes that don't jerk off go crazy and shoot up schools.
Oh God!
Sorry, that was wrong. That was wrong. I
Oh,
can't.
shit,
I
that
can't.
was
I can't talk.
Well, you didn't
Too
like the
soon.
baby batter
Way too
comment?
soon. I'll probably get kicked off the.
No, baby batter was great.
Yeah.
But no, like,
Thanks.
even if I
That was kudos,
even if
man.
I
That was a good one.
understood
That was a good
cleaning,
one.
even if I understood cleaning my gun meant doing that, I would have never said that to my mom. All right, mom, I'm done cleaning my room. My gun's clean too, and I'm out. No,
no.
fuck no. He better
I think
not
there's
say
just
that
some
shit to
defiant
Lindsay.
kid out there that'll do that, though.
What?
That would sit there and be like, hey, look, I cleaned my room. I cleaned my gun. Like, leave me alone type thing.
There
I think
ain't
there's
no
gonna be
kids
some
out there.
defiant
that
So
do
kid
that.
out there
basically,
that'll do
that's like saying I cleaned my room, I jacked off, leave me alone.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
No kid is gonna ever say that, Natalie. I don't know what world you live in.
I mean,
But
I'm
here's the
real.
thing,
I'm pretty
though.
real with Jackson, as we saw on the show a couple weeks ago. But I doubt he's gonna come. All right, Dad, I'm done jerking off. Like,
Right?
how are you doing? Like, let me.
You know
shake your
what?
hand.
Jimmy never came to me and told me. He never said that.
Now,
And
let
his
me
name's
ask you
Jimmy,
this.
for fuck's
We
sake.
just went down.
What?
I said his name's Jimmy, for fuck's sake.
We just
Yeah.
went down to two viewers, and
I know. We
and
like
I'm one of
literally
them.
lost everybody talk.
Okay, what was your
So
question?
real
I
quick
noticed that too.
question.
That's funny.
If you knew that your child jacked off or did whatever in their room, would you ever go back in their room?
You have to.
You would have to.
Why?
You would have to.
If you found out
you're the fucking parent.
If you found
You
out
can go
your
anywhere
daughter
you
was
want.
flicking her bean in a room, would you go back in it?
No, that's off limits.
Why?
It is what it
I don't
is.
want to see it. I don't want to
Well,
know.
you're not going to see it. She does it in private.
Look, I'm not like.
True.
I will say
I don't wanna
this.
clean it up.
I'm only going to do
Well, you're
Jackson's
not gonna clean
laundry
it.
for
She's
so
gonna be
long,
doing the
but
cleaning.
I'm not going to
Not
let my
you.
kid go to school stinky, so I got to go get his laundry sometimes.
This is where we teach our kids to do their own laundry.
He will at a certain age, but
My kids, Jim and Molly knew how to do laundry by the time they were 8, both of them. And they did their own laundry after they learned how, to to do.
You know
their
how much
laundry.
easier it was back then? All they had to do was turn a dial. Now you got to push all these fucking buttons.
Yeah, but yeah.
Well, actually, you know what? I bet you my Jack with the buttons he pushes all over his fucking video games. I bet he'd be fine.
Yeah, he probably will be.
Oh man, he's God. I don't even.
I remember.
Why
I
are we
remember
talking about Jackson jerking off. Fuck, man. Damn.
See, okay, so I remember.
Lena Bean is in on the musical chairs things now too.
Oh, nice.
So I remember the time that
Lena, you missed the Conjuring shit.
I remember the time that I picked up Jim and Molly from junior high, and they were going to spend the weekend with me, and I think I told Devin this, and I was driving them home, right, or back to my place and all that, and I can see both of them in the mirror. I have a sinus infection, and Molly is looking directly into the rearview mirror to me, and she's smiling, and I'm thinking, what are you smiling about, Molly? You have a good day or something? She goes, Daddy, and she was 12. Daddy, I go, you what? And he said, I started my period. Really?
So glad I don't have a daughter.
You got to tell me that you started your period. You go, yeah, I started my period. She couldn't say the R's at that time, so, or at that age or whatever. Yeah. And so Jimmy has this big smile on his face, and I'm going, what are you smiling for? And he goes, you have to deal with both of us. I go, okay. All right, fine, whatever. We don't need to talk about this. I said, Molly, does your mom know? No. I said, when did you start? Today. I said, so what do we need to do? Jimmy said, go get tampons. So we went to the store, and I just...
Jimmy's your son?
Yeah.
So he knew what to do, and you did.
And so I didn't want to think about it.
I don't know which part is more disturbing.
No,
there's different sizes as well.
Yeah, the thing is, Andy, is that I didn't want to think about my daughter being on that, because now I know that.
Unfortunately, once you become single, you just have to. It sucks.
I know.
It sucks.
I know.
Yeah, like I remember when my daughter first started her cycle and stuff like that. Like, I got her.
Oh shit! Is this what we're going down this
like,
road?
What?
I got her like a whole care package, and then I got her Hershey Hugs and Hershey Kisses, like just a shitload of chocolate. I was like, here.
Nice. Look, Kim just showed up. Good thing we're running late tonight. We got.
Right?
Man, y'all.
Everybody's coming.
I was trying to like get everybody on. I was waiting. I waited till well into the second hour before I even talked about the Conjuring House. Man,
See why
y'all are
the
gonna
8
have to
o'clock
go.
hour was always better because we had.
Well,
You
we
know,
can
hold
always
on.
move it
You
back
guys
to 8.
changed it because you thought that the 6 o'clock. What?
Well, because we wanted drive time.
I love the 8 o'clock hour because I don't have to sit through that motherfucking bullshit on
Yeah,
goddamn
dude.
Shane
Trust me, I
Shores.
sat in it tonight. It fucking sucked.
Well, then change it back to 7.
I'm good with
7. It was
7.
8.
I'm good. Y'all tell me whatever. I'm good. Y'all just let me know. Just as long as it's not before.
Oh, but then we're
fucking
gonna
6.
miss Alex. We're gonna miss the Greeks. We're gonna miss. Cause
Oh yeah, Alex ain't gonna wait for us till
So
fucking.
what if
4 in
y'all
the
did like
morning.
7:00 or 7:30?
I'm fine with 7. I'm fine with
6:30.
6:30.
7.
Not by 7. So.
But yeah, hey, if y'all want to know what happened, you're going to have to tomorrow go back and watch. Yes, traffic up there is a pain in the. You were
Unless you take the
absolutely
express,
fucking right.
If you don't take the express, you're fucked. But although there was a fucking accident on the express,
And I don't like going up.
Of course
to the
there
next,
is,
I don't
'cause
like
you got a
going up
bunch
to
of
the next exit.
dumbasses
I want to
out
get
there.
off fucking Swisher.
Oh
God
yeah.
damn it! When I came over at 8, I would have time to stop at the liquor store, get fucking food. now
And he
get
can run his errands.
Like I gotta stop at Quick Trip, get a beer, and get a nasty ass slice of pizza instead of a nice decent burger from Wendy's. Like fuck.
Hey, I was gonna say DoorDash that. Have it sent to your fucking work or whatever, so that way you can eat before you get here.
No, I
Yeah,
usually
DoorDash?
come-
Or
I
just
usually
have it
come- I
DoorDash
usually-
here, fuck it.
I usually shoot over here from the house because I got to shoot here to the house, change, and then come.
I got you.
Or shoot from work to the house and change because I.
So what
can't- I
Andy's
can't show up in
saying
my
is he
outfit.
needs to have his change of clothes here. He needs to have a wardrobe
It's
here.
not a bad idea. Actually, just shoot straight from work.
Right? Just shoot straight from work. Boom.
But what else he's also saying is that in the several hours that he's here, he doesn't know how to use a DoorDash app. So he could order something, and
It's because I'm busy, yo. I don't want to ignore the audience for DoorDash.
What?
Fuck you, stuff. You fuck.
We've
your
already
stomach.
had DoorDash come on.
It's like I choose the people over my stomach.
That was last Thursday.
Yeah.
Yeah. We had the
fucking DoorDash.
Taco Bill.
Yeah, we did.
yeah.
Heard somebody
Yeah,
at Taco
thank
Bell,
you.
and I wasn't even here to enjoy
I
it.
still remember.
My
I still
bad.
remember Jackson fucking killing
God,
4 of them bitches.
dude.
I never
He-
seen a kid eat like then the next night. He's
I don't
like,
think
I
I've
can't.
seen anybody hammer down shit like as fast.
He ate 2 fucking corn dogs before he came over.
Sure.
Yeah, you told me that, and I'm going, how the fuck did he put away all them tacos?
And
on
then the
top of
next
that?
night, I make him a Totino's pizza, and he's like, "Dad, I'm full after 3 little pieces." Like, bullshit! I fucking eat that shit right now. I saw what the fuck you put away at Devin's house,
Right?
Yeah.
motherfucker? Like, you had 3 of them. You're like, "Dad, can I have another taco?" What? Where are you putting this shit? Because you ain't going poop. Fuck, man.
And we're like, damn, bro, I didn't know we need to order tacos just for Jackson. Like, shit.
Lena said I'm working on something huge here. I'll put that up.
And I'm going to give y'all first dibs on announcing it. Hell to the yes.
Sounds like she'll be here Thursday.
So Lena's going to be in the studio on Thursday. Oh, yeah.
We just
Oh
booked-
yeah, Jim.
we just booked you, motherfucker.
Jim said that he's not able to make it Thursday.
Kim said, "Oh wait, we already said Kim at a corporate retreat this week." Blah.
Blah, that sounds awesome.
No, you get all in touch with your corporate partners and stuff, and you meditate and get personal development and shit. I went to some of that. No, I have 5 gigs.
She said, no, I got you.
Oh, so when are you dropping the announcement then? What do you want to drop it tonight? Because there's hardly any listeners besides you.
No,
It's been a horrible turnout this evening.
All right.
she probably wants to do it on Thursday when,
Yeah.
You know what's going on Thursday?
I don't
Hey,
know.
Lena.
Well, at least Thursday I'll be able to plan and prep for some shit. We're gonna bounce some new ideas.
Hey, I'm all down. Anything for content, man.
Yeah.
Because I will say, like,
I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna pick a couple cases and we're
What
gonna
the fuck?
I gotta say, like,
Go ahead.
a lot of our personal stories, like, especially with the audience that we already interact with, they're great. But there's like new people that listen. They're like, well, that's funny, but I can't relate because it's y'all's stories.
Yeah.
We need to figure out how to mix that in with the which we do with news stories.
Right.
We do that really well with news stories. So we usually end up squirreling, but
Yeah. But that's the thing, and that's what I was talking to Patrick about. There was a couple episodes that we did that, like, we literally hit every single topic on the news. Like, 'cause
Yeah, we were
so
sober that night.
we started right, and we started having little check marks. So, like, after we talked about a news story, we check it off to make sure, so that way if
Right.
the next podcast, if there's any stories we hadn't talked about that we need to talk about, we can talk
Yeah.
about it moving forward. But now I'm thinking, like, we pick a few cases that are kind of big, and then we kind of deep dive and elaborate and, like, talk about the updates on it, talk about our opinions on it, like, I think, and then mix that in with the news as well. So, like, we have the news segment in the beginning or wherever we decide to put it, but then have a format where we talk about, like, crime stories or crime junkie type thing,
Yeah.
where we go into depth about, like, what's going on with the cases. Because there's a lot of cases we've talked about. People are like, oh, I had no idea that was going on, or, oh, I didn't know. And I was like, well, shit, I didn't know we were going to be your source of news for...
Yeah, there's a lot of cold cases out there too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's spinning off of that. So last week I was over in Florida, and I learned something about DoorDash. You can actually send stuff through multiple states. Like if I'm in one state, I could send something in another state, which I didn't know about.
that's what we were joking about, Alex. I'm like, what if he
Yes.
DoorDashed us?
Yeah.
Um,
But like I didn't know because I was working a bunch. I mean, it's literally work, home bottle feeding, work, hotel bottle feeding. So I didn't know what was really going
Devin's
on.
just a
with
big baby.
What?
Nobody caught that there bottle feeding.
Oh, okay. I was like,
I did.
comments. I'm going like, wait, what?
No, I caught it. I just
come
did,
from?
I didn't say anything.
Sorry.
Just kidding.
So like honestly, I didn't even know about the Crumbly case, and Devin happened to mention that, and I was like, wait, what?
I just forgot.
Yeah.
I forgot it was their last name. When I got the invite for Catch the Crumblies, I was like, ooh, is this like some kind of like
That's another Petito thing.
like
Yes, that's exactly.
is this
laundry?
Like, no, well, I thought it was like
Another
is this
Eat the
like
Crouch.
an inside like Catch the Crumblies?
Yeah.
What are we doing? And then I looked in, and I was like, oh, these are his parents. I thought it was some kind of like joke.
Oh, okay, yeah, yeah.
I was like, ooh,
I thought you were saying my parents.
what
I'm like,
kind
no,
of
they
game
my
is this?
parents.
I want to catch the Crumblies.
Catch the Ewarts.
Catch the Ewarts.
You can't catch me. Damn it.
Right?
Damn it.
Oh, yes, I
Fuck you,
can.
Devin.
No, you
Oh,
can't, 'cause they ain't even in Texas.
Devin, shit. I ain't killed nobody. Fuck. It was probably fucking Devin anyways. He does everything.
Hey, Devin.
It's always Devin's fault. What?
I got a question for you. How
I
do
got
you
an
feel
answer.
about monkeys in your house?
Well, I mean, I have you in here, so I mean that's fucking close enough.
I like having
Why?
in the house.
I like as long as they don't destroy
We're
some
gonna
shit.
have we're gonna have some monkeys for 2 weeks.
2 weeks. Say what?
Are they going to shit everywhere?
No.
We'll just put them in Patrick's room. That's cool. No, we'll build the front room out. Like,
No, they're just gonna throw their shit at you. They're gonna jerk
No,
off
they will
into
not.
their
They won't
hand,
pee on
and they will throw their jizz at you. I will
As
pull
long
up
as you keep a
videos.
tube sock, it'll be
I
all
will
right.
pull. If you put a tube, yeah, make sure you train the monkeys. Put a tube sock on the door handle. You'll be good. You just walk into a cum-ridden fucking monkey cum-ridden room. Just be, monkey
Well, this
gets in
fucking
here.
podcast
You got fucking monkey jizz hanging off, dripping off fucking
You
soundproofing.
see me laughing? That's
Welcome to the
not
house
funny.
of monkey juice.
Monkey jizz on their shirt and everything.
Hey,
I'm
Hey,
not
can we
laughing.
chain
you're
them
the
up
one that's
out
got.
front?
I just.
Can we put them up on like chains out front, like the trees?
Can we put
These are not going to be full grown. These are going to be bottle
Just
babies in
ask
3
if you can
hours.
put monkeys on chains. What the fuck is wrong with you? You're trying to get PETA to
Hey,
take us
hey,
down
hey.
right now.
Hey, there you go, man. It's over there. The racist
I meant
sheet.
leash, like, you know, a lead. Is that better?
No.
Yes.
A lead?
Why?
Because my buddy has a spider monkey and he puts it on a lead and it lets it crawl around all over the backyard.
Okay.
And they're
I have a
smart enough to
question.
get it untangled.
Sounds so bad. Oh, I'm sure he can take. I'm sure the fucker can take it off.
Ah, that's true.
That's what that is.
Yeah. It's buckery and
I like how it says noun.
it's racist.
At least he's providing you with definitions now.
Yeah. That's racist,
True.
man. Why
That's racist. As,
Lena
I
says,
know.
I want to be on the monkey podcast.
Lena, I will be having those monkeys for 2 weeks.
Hey, babe.
You are welcome to hang out with them and
Hey,
feed them
babe.
too.
Not good, turkey tits.
sweetheart. Hey, don't worry about this part. Just worry about this part.
Hair make them bigger.
I like those. No, it's okay. Do, 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 do. Boobies, boobies.
Hey, the good thing is I don't think we can get kicked off for...
Hey, hold on, let me see if I can.
You play Tuna in Tokyo.
Okay, Andy.
Oh man, the show is going where it usually does around 10
Right,
o'clock.
thanks, Andy.
Yeah,
Thanks
hey, we're
for
back to
derailing
that.
the fucking show.
We're back to that fucking third hour that where we used to get into. I still haven't
Damn it,
found
man.
your racist shit. That makes me anxious. You don't need that.
There it is, right there.
All right, putting monkeys on chains.
That's it.
So what kind of monkeys? Bottle fed, you said, baby monkeys. What?
I think they're going to be tamarins again.
Okay, cool. We can bring them in the studio. That'd be awesome. Good
You don't know what
podcast.
the hell a tamarin is, do you?
No, I don't.
Okay.
Is it anything like a?
You straight up called me out, and I straight up said, "Yep, you're
Is it
right."
anything like a cloaca?
Wait, is it better or worse than a cloaca?
Was that a?
Wait, is it a crested
Was that a
Cameron?
Kawadi? Right.
Kawadi, yes.
I want you to
Kawaka
bring.
is
I want you
totally
to bring
different
another
animal.
one of those things. That thing was like, your beard.
Dude, that thing loved Andy.
He was like, I'm gonna sleep here. By the way, I don't know what those wipes have in them besides alcohol, but they fucking stink.
Oh, they stink.
And they leave like a. Oh, it's fucking gross. I'm washing my hands before I leave, dude. But yeah, they smell.
That's not good.
Unless it's the demon from The Conjuring.
Wait,
house.
which one is it? Is it one of these?
The
Is
orange
it a
one.
golden lion?
The orange one down there. The orange one.
Is that one?
No.
That one.
No.
Cock.
No. The
Wait,
orange,
does it have a fro?
Oh.
That's racist.
Is it? Is it?
No, this is what they are. It's called a red-handed tamarin.
Oh yeah.
Let me
Those
see.
are cool. They're dope.
They're big like marmosets. but they're going to be bottle fed every 3 hours.
I want you to notice it's holding a white animal, and it's already left nasty shit all over the white animal, the white stuffed animal.
Oh, Jesus.
Dirty ass. I'm not.
Well, it's a good thing I'm going to change the flooring anyway.
Monkeys are adorable, and I get why people would like them, but dude, the high fucking maintenance. I'm not trying to.
Just like a chick. Huh?
What?
Yeah.
Said that. That's cool. I'll take that. That's a lemur.
Dude, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to bring spirits into the studio. I know.
I know, Andy.
Fault, dude. I didn't bring that back with me, man. I didn't know I was going to try and get on the mic. That's my fault.
Hey, Lena, love you too. Thanks for tuning in.
That's a good looking husky.
That's not Willow.
No, I know.
It's fatter.
Okay.
Willow's got more of the long-haired, furry
Yeah.
face. That's more of the poofy, whatever you
short hair.
want to call it,
Right.
short-haired poof.
Oh, yes,
the
I
correct.
do own
That's
an
the
exotic
that's the
animal.
real name.
Yep, that's the Andy technical.
Short-haired poof husky.
So here, hold this up to the camera. This is my exotic animal that I own.
Let me see.
No fake fun of it.
Is that a chinchilla?
No,
It's a
called
Chihuahua.
a DeProssi. It's a
A depressed
Exactly.
chihuahua?
It's depressed.
A depressed chihuahua?
DeProssi.
I used to watch Degrassi.
Yeah.
Kind of. And my DeProssi sleeps on his back.
Oh, because
Your what sleeps where?
Is your Degrassi depressed?
No,
Does your Deprossi need love?
Just
but he
use a
looks
sock.
dead.
He does look dead when he sleeps, no doubt. This picture.
Let me see. What's it look like? It's
It
like
looks
rolled over.
like he kicked the bucket.
Nice.
It looks dead.
Is he?
No, he sleeps on his back, and then you give him a belly rub, and he bites your finger.
Oh.
Why do you want this as a fucking pet again?
I already have this as a pet.
I know. So, like I said, why do you want this as a pet again? So we went to this sanctuary.
They're cute and fluffy,
Yeah. No comment.
like a
Now
Santa
you know
suit.
how I feel, Andy. I've been doing that the last 2 fucking days.
Oh, if anybody has a 3XL Santa suit, we need one.
3XL. Who the fuck you putting in there? Patrick and Andy? Both at
You.
the same time?
3X balls.
Bitch, I don't wear no 3XL.
I'm sorry.
No,
first- I think
we're
that's the
just
second
we're just
time we
saying
said
that
balls
because
tonight.
you're good.
We
man.
were falling off on the balls.
I don't wear no 3X, bitch.
I'm sorry, 4XL.
Oh my God. No, I don't need a
I
Whose
wouldn't go that
Whose
far.
house is this?
Right?
We need a Santa suit.
You're going to find yourself at the bottom of my pool, not swimming.
With all the leaves.
With all the leaves.
With all the leaves, be
Those
one
actually,
with them.
hey, those leaves do give kind of colorful touch to his pool, man. They're
They
pretty.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah?
Yeah, they turned
Nice.
before they fell. So
That's awesome. Well, I don't know where they came from because I had no fucking trees. Those fuckers took them all. And then wait,
There's
haven't
no
even built a
houses.
single fucking house. They did all that shit for nothing.
I'm not gonna
They
lie.
did it just
I'm,
to piss
hey,
me off.
Man,
hey,
they
I'm
went
not gonna lie,
bankrupt,
man.
man.
Your skyline has opened up quite a bit, dude. Like it looking at the stars is pretty awesome in your backyard now.
Yeah, I could have looked at them before.
Well,
I know, but now
Yes,
you
get a
but no,
sleeping
dude,
bag, go back
cover-
there
like,
and lay in Willow shit and
Those
look at the
trees-
stars.
Those trees used to come over, and
Yeah.
dude, the sky wasn't like it is in your backyard now, dude. Like,
Yeah.
it's pretty fucking awesome.
Yeah, but I'd rather have openness. I don't like the fence and being enclosed and feeling like I'm in a fucking institution.
it is
I'm
open.
in a
There's
walled
nothing but
I mean, I'll tell you
pavement.
the truth, food. Like outside of the fucking trees, that open fence concept pissed me off. I don't want people seeing shit I'm doing back here.
Well, that's you, Andy.
Look, if I'm using my sock in my backyard, that's my business.
Well, see, I strategically left the fence line rustic in certain areas, mainly around the pool, mainly around any patio furniture. Case socks that needed to get.
Yes. I want to use
Handle.
my gym sock in my pool. Look.
Lindsay says that's because you pee in the yard all the time.
She's right.
You're not wrong, Lindsay.
But she also knows I pee in front of people too. Or front, so it's not like a fucking fence line matters for that. As long as
I mean-
semi-private, I'll piss.
I mean, if the people.
My son's right there with me. He
Did-
he always wants to go out in the backyard. Dad, can I go out the backyard to pee? Do your thing. I don't give a fuck.
Right?
Just piss by
I
the
mean, if they
fucking
didn't
drain.
strategically place these plants. It's like a urinal. Like you got spacing in between each one.
You do. It's like.
Like it is. It's literally like you have like
And the greatest
divider.
thing is the space is so far that you don't have to pay attention to urinal etiquette.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
You know
Like,
you're
one with a
etiquette,
tree
right?
next to you. You're one with a tree.
If you got 3 stalls,
Yep.
and you're the only one walking into the bathroom, you don't take the middle stall, number 1.
Take the left or the right.
Yep. And you only take the middle one in dire emergencies, or if there isn't a
Stall.
stall open, like a toilet open.
Yeah.
But yours is so spaced out, you could get in the fucking
You can have a
stall
full-on
next to you and be
conversation.
like, hey, bro, how's it going over there? Good? Stream flowing? Yep, it's great.
Yep, man, I had a lot to drink tonight. Gonna be here for a while.
Once you get past 45, you got to make sure that stream goes, man.
Yeah.
No
Start getting
shit.
backed up.
It's
Yeah.
going the distance, just like cake.
Yep.
Song,
Yeah.
not the food.
Yeah.
Speaking of. Uh-oh.
I didn't touch it.
Nope. It touched itself.
Go touch it. It's good.
Okay.
That's what I tell Lindsay sometimes. Quit touching it. It's good. It's sensitive right now. Let it go. Leave it be.
Yep.
Hey, Lena. It's too bad you left. I want to know what's for dinner.
Why? Where'd she say?
What,
She
Lena?
said, okay, dinner's
on?
served. I'm going to eat. Love y'all. Like earlier.
Oh,
You
yeah.
can listen to us while eating dinner.
Yeah, for real.
Make you spit your food out all over
I mean,
the
she's
table.
got, yeah, right? She's the one that figured out the Facebook Watch thing that you can watch it on your TVs and
Dude,
shit.
I can't find this app.
Are you serious?
I don't think
looked
it's
on
around
all-
anymore,
like,
man,
I've
because I
looked-
looked for it too.
Yeah.
Serious?
Yeah, dude. Like
was gonna
I've
say, where's
looked up the fucking. I've looked on all 3 TVs.
Well, that wouldn't work.
All 3
Here.
Fire Sticks have been updated. All the apps have been updated, and there
Right
is
here.
no motherfucking. There wasn't. That's the
What about right
remote.
here?
Now we got a buzz. Here's another remote. What is that?
That one might be it.
Quiet. Quiet. What is that? I know y'all hear that.
No, I don't hear it.
I hear shit.
It went away. Fuck y'all.
It's Zuzu.
Zuzu.
So that's
Zozo. Zuzu. Somebody.
Bozo. It's Bozo.
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 Bozo's a
Bozo.
clown. I wish I had a clown haunt in my house. That'd be crazy. Teach me how to juggle and shit, and I could throw to the air.
Lindsay said it's a
when you
demon.
fucked up, it like corrected it, put it back in your
It's a
hand.
demon. I didn't bring back no demons. Unless the demon's a fucking child.
So have you seen Lindsay since you've been back?
Yeah, dude. She
Okay.
at the house, man. Her dad was the one who's like, I hope you come face to face with that evil so you know it's true that it was.
Did he like throw any holy water on you when you came back?
No, man.
No, he's still here. He didn't burn.
That's true.
He
That's true. Fact.
I have my doubts
Facts.
I have my doubts.
I think this one's yours.
Oh, okay.
You know, like we've talked about it. I believe, but I have my doubts.
Yep.
And you know, do they walk among us and shit? I don't know. Sure.
Right.
But he's like, I hope you have that experience. Like I don't. He's like, I hope when you come face to face. I like. It can touch me and talk to me in my ear. I don't need a face to face experience.
Yeah,
that's
like,
all I need. But fuck, man. Like like I said, you find a spot and I'll be happy to go fucking investigate it, depending on how much it costs. Let me
Okay,
take that
I say
back.
that we should all do a road trip
I'm down.
to Tolingua, Texas.
Because I will say this.
I'm down and like I want to go to a place like somewhere and then hit up all the other places.
So
along the
hold
way.
on before we do that. Just
that way we're not-
understand that the places that are like publicly like you can book a night. Understand how expensive paranormal tourism has gotten. To book a night at the Conjuring House is damn near $700 fucking dollars.
Holy fuck.
2, 4, 6.
I know
Okay.
you can split it up. You
Yeah.
can split it up, and that's fine. I'd have no problem splitting it up. But I'm just saying, like paranormal tuberism, we bet if we're gonna do it,
Tuberism?
we do it. Tuberism.
Yeah, I caught that.
Dude,
Tuberism.
we need to do it before it gets any more hype than it is now. because
Make sure we bring our tube socks
there's a the haunted.
for that tuberism.
What are you doing, Andy? Leave me alone. I'm trying to get a tuberism out.
Get some tuberism going on.
It's not a tuba.
Oh, and this is why squirrel moments are great.
But yeah, we throw down. Fuck, man. I'll go wherever. And
Is that it?
Yep, that's it.
see, look at that poor quality.
It's got a. There it is. It's clear. Go ahead. Now turn around.
Oh well, fuck you. But nobody asked your opinion. God damn it.
I mean, it should be in 1080p. So
All right.
should
man.
keyword. I can.
It is 1080p.
Yeah, we made sure.
No, but I'm saying like there's some issues with apparently Facebook is.
I don't know. That looks pretty clear.
Facebook's been lying. Where is it at? Hold on.
How'd you get back to... Motherfucker.
There was a lot of shit that was happening on the internet today.
Yeah?
Yep.
Yeah, but it's almost 10 o'clock. So.
I know there was. I mean, earlier Amazon was completely down. They had
I heard about that
worldwide,
today.
Outage.
I heard about that.
Somebody probably fucking with them.
Some banks.
Which banks? Probably all the ones that I fucking bank at.
I don't know. I mean, I just heard. Heard about it.
Specifically, they're like, Devin, yep.
Yep, it's Devin's account. Yep.
Fuck that guy. Devin again. Fuck that guy.
Exactly.
Dude, I've been literally, I got one from Denton County that my shit got hacked with this whole fucking COVID thing. Then I got another thing from GoDaddy saying my shit got hacked. And mind you, like, I have the most secure of every fucking device.
Why can't? I mean, why?
Secure upon secure upon
Yeah,
secure.
like, my shit's got 3 layers of security.
Oh, you have a firewall? Fuck you. I got a fire brigade, bitch. Like, shit, man. Fuck
And
that.
once you pass that, I got fire army, motherfucker.
You act like I ain't done this shit before.
And didn't a couple weeks ago the State Department got hacked? Yeah, a couple weeks ago the State Department got hacked.
Does anybody even?
And then the DOJ did. What the fuck?
Is that is that even a way to describe it anymore? Hacked?
Yeah,
They still use that. Okay.
They still, yeah.
I
Do they
figured,
still
I figured
use
it was
it?
like penetrated.
No,
Fine, whatever.
Oh, man,
Whatever.
never
They got
gets old.
penetrated.
Never gets
Whatever.
They got penetrated.
They got penetrated, and they turn around and they penetrate us with everything.
Yes,
Fuck
they
it.
do. Lindsay said he bought me a sage candle to burn. Oh, yes. Lindsay's dad bought her a sage candle to burn at my house.
Fucking brilliant.
But whatever. Like, nothing came home with me. I told you, I got protection stones. I got the I don't remember, the constellation for Michael the Archangel, and I had it on black jasper. I got all it. I did all the shit. I went and got goldstone and took it with us, and I didn't feel like I needed shit. Wore my cross, not like my cross felt like it was getting yanked off me or anything. Like, I'll keep pushing the envelope in this paranormal industry until I truly feel something that's like, I've seen enough weird shit to think there's something there, but I'm looking for that, like, I really want to go investigate that evil location, you know what I'm saying, where that, like, this was supposedly,
Let me ask.
like, Skinwalker Ranch.
Oh, dude.
Yeah.
We literally heard a podcast, something talking about some shit that went down in Utah, and I go, I guarantee it's probably near Skinwalker Ranch. Like, I want to go out to fucking I want to camp there, man. I want to
That's
fucking.
a trap. I don't know. See, I don't know if I want to camp there, because the thing is like, you're not opening, like, I get it. Let's say that the spirit thing isn't real, but
yeah.
you're opening yourself up to transients out in there, and like, I'll have my, like, we'd have to drive because I don't want to take my firearms. I'm gonna put it like that. Like, I'm not just protecting myself against spirits, but
It'd be one of those things that, like, hey, let's rent an RV or find somebody who's got a camper or something. Let's go the fuck out there. Like, let's at least be protected in case there is actually something that the Indians and all that sort of stuff that they talk about. I forget the exact name, but it's basically like a werewolf on steroids.
shapeshifters.
Yeah, shapeshifters and that sort of stuff. They already know, like, you know, UFOs and stuff. They've caught many a footage of it, which is really fucking awesome. But yeah, to bring actual badass cameras and bring drones and shit out there, because, like, yeah, they had some good equipment, but
That reminds me.
What?
So the owner, you know, said that he's quitting. You know, he's not really staying in the paranormal field anymore because he's seen everything pretty much.
Right.
His big thing now is the Greys.
Oh shit! Yeah.
He's starting to
tell him to go study Australia.
He's already, dude.
There's an island in Australia.
If this guy's been doing ghosts for 15 years, he's probably gonna go be an expert in the UFO.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
dude, I've been studying this shit since I was a little kid.
I'm sure I can't tell him anything that he's not gonna go. You know what I'm saying? And do, because he's obviously done his research on some stuff, but. Like,
remind me to tell you some stuff off the air, because I don't want to even put this out on the webs for
he brought
anybody.
up a movie, or not a movie, but like a documentary type thing about sleep paralysis, because it's a real thing.
Yeah.
But it also,
I've had it once.
It also ties into hauntings or what you consider the Greys. And I mean, we had a whole conversation with it. It's kind of loopy.
But you know, there's more than one species of aliens.
I know.
Yeah. Okay. So he's specifically targeting the one species, or is he going after multi?
Well, what he's So now I'm not trying to put I'm not trying to put his business out there. But he's gotten really behind the study of that group that has learned to kind of meditate to contact them. So that's kind of where Stephen
Greer.
It sounds.
Yep.
He brought that up actually.
I'm so well versed in this shit. I can name drop.
I'm just shit. Like we went there. He was a very gracious guy. I don't want to speak for him. So you know what I'm saying?
No, that's fine.
But he said flat out, he looked at us and he's like, I'm not gonna lie. He goes, it sounds kind of hippie-ish, but
it's called transcendental meditation. If you want, Well, I'm talking to the audience. So.
But me, I asked Lindsay, I do that shit.
Okay. But then it's the third eye. It's like it goes back to the DMT, and that's one of the reasons why. Just kidding.
Lindsay has, by the way.
Has she really? Wow. Okay.
She said, you can talk to her, but it's not like Rogan when Rogan talks about it and it's a crazy eye-opening experience.
Well, there are places. In fact, I think there's one in Utah that's actually a safe haven, like where you have somebody that walks you through it.
Well, the DMT by itself only lasts a half an hour. Now, if you want to do
ayahuasca or what?
So it's along those lines. It's ayahuasca. And so I know you like to research
shit. Joe Rogan. Yeah. Okay, go ahead.
I know you like to research shit. So
right.
What I'm gonna it's called Expedition Unknown.
Yeah.
Search for the Afterlife.
I love that guy.
Search for the Afterlife. And he did a whole 3-part series about it.
That's Josh Gates, right?
Yeah, and he did.
I love that guy.
He did.
No homo.
He's awesome, dude. He's like the modern day Indiana Jones.
Dude,
COVID has
the way he delivers and talks and everything.
Unfortunately, if you go, people are hating on him because you
go
to the Facebook page, and because he hasn't made a new show, he's had to fight for content because he can't travel.
Oh yeah.
And so people are like, I missed one, and they just talk shit. It's Facebook,
Yeah, it's everybody's bitching about everything.
He can't help it. It is what it is at the point. But so he did 3 or 4 episodes about the afterlife, and one of them he went and stayed with a tribe that did ayahuasca.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure it was ayahuasca. And the thing is, the difference between DMT and ayahuasca is ayahuasca has the way they mix it. It has a chemical in it that makes it release it over an 8-hour period instead of just
longer.
a 30-minute trip.
Yeah.
So his cameraman watched over him while the medicine man also did and whatnot. And he went on this trip, and you see him cry, you see him smile, you see him, and he wakes up the next day, or not wakes up, but comes out of it the next day, and he's in front of the camera, and he can't even get out what he saw. He goes, I saw my grandparents, I saw people that were smiling, I saw terrifying images, but then I saw images and the things he described, it's not like somebody sitting there acting. It's like a spiritual trip that he legitimately went on for 8 fucking hours.
Yeah.
And I don't.
See, and that's the thing, going back to what we talked about previous, about all the things being staged and fake and everything. It's like, you got to think in the back of your head, hey, how much of this is legit? How much is this, he's just playing it up for the cameras and yada, yada, yada.
Oh, he couldn't even speak, dude. His face was like.
I know, I get it, but that's more incentive, a reason why I want to, venture into that realm, because me, I'm like you just said, I love to research. I'd love to know, I have that thirst of knowledge. If there's anything I don't know, I will study it upside down, sideways, back and forth until I become a master of it, or at least
until you penetrate it.
I penetrate that mother.
Hardcore. Do you have Discovery Plus?
No, I don't.
It's worth the $4 a month, dude.
Or could you just log in right here and we could get it? Bet. Or downstairs, preferably.
I'll send you the episode, dude. But okay. I think you would fucking dig it, dude.
Well, I have access to everything, so I don't need to pay for it. But yeah, just let me know the program. Oh yeah, wait, I shouldn't have said that on the air.
Say that damn ghost again.
Damn it, that ghost keeps fucking saying random shit in our mic.
Dude, I did not know he what I brought back with me. I did not know was going to be an asshole about it. So, but yeah, you should check that show out, dude. It's pretty.
I will, because I genuinely followed a lot of his series and a lot of the places he went. One of the interesting things, there's a place in South America that he was one of the few people that actually got to go to, and they basically said that their military chased and admitted.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, admitted that they did certain things and
the
might have
UFO
captured
thing?
certain. Yeah.
Yeah, I saw. Yes, he did a whole series on
It-
UFOs too.
Yep.
He did
Yeah.
a series for. It was all Expedition Known, but this, he did a Bigfoot series, did an Afterlife series, and then he did the UFO series, and he went down there, and he talked to, was it Chile's government?
I think it was Chile.
And
Yeah.
they have black and white footage or infrared footage of something going along.
Oh,
Oh, it's 10 o'clock. It's 10
oh,
o'clock.
I was gonna say, I was like, dude, that was fucking.
Can y'all still
creepy.
hear us out there in TV land?
Ooh, dude, that literally made my stomach drop.
The fucking Grays heard us talking about him and shit,
Holy
man.
fucking shit.
How do we get everything back on? What do we do? Oh, look at Devin. He's like, oh, Alexa's
I
got
got
this bitch.
Our camera's gonna be on probably wide zoom.
All right,
There it is.
whatever. So hey, we're back.
We're back. We're extremely wide.
Yeah,
zoom.
they had this cigar looking
Dude,
thing
that's
going
fucking
through, and then all of a sudden it
perfect
starts
timing.
expelling a gas out the back of it,
Yeah.
and they caught it on fucking camera.
Uh-huh.
This is kind of funny because you kind of actually see her unicorn shit.
You see the side angle view of the fucking unicorn?
But I do have to say we've got to kind of get it. At least I got to get rolling.
Yeah.
Kind of draw it to a close. It's been almost 3.5 hours, so
Yeah.
we went a really long time this evening. So and I got to get home to my sweetheart.
All right.
She's been missing me. I've been missing her. It's been a weekend without her. Shit.
So maybe we need to have a paranormal section because, yeah.
I've thought
Maybe I need to start releasing.
we could do that. And then also another thing to mix in. This is just my thought. Like, I told you talking about Curtis, the stereo builder, the mobile audio.
Yeah.
Like when we do get guests on, like we talk about what they do.
Right.
Anthony would have been good if he wasn't retired. You know what I'm saying? We could,
Right.
But at the same time, we could talk to Anthony about 3D printing. You know what I'm saying? Like
And how he got into it.
how do you get into it? What does
He got in. I think he got into that after he retired.
And then I could
Yeah,
I could be like, if I paid you enough, would you 3D print me a lower for an AR? Let's see if we can make it work.
He'll do it.
But what I'm saying is like every time we do get a guest on, let's see if we can do like a focus on what they do. You know what I mean?
Well,
Make
it's
that
like-
show about
Yeah.
that subject.
It's like we were going to have my son on Thursday, but he had
Yeah.
he had to cancel.
Fuck.
And I mean, we were talk to him about
he could-
coaching.
So let's
You-
all
you could
three of
totally
us.
get first off. We'd start off with how'd you get into baseball? Well, my dad, blah blah blah, and we did this high school, this and that.
I was on his ass.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like, and he could go through the whole thing. How does it fulfill you now? Blah blah blah. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, Devin's my bad.
Yeah, no, so I was going to say maybe we need to sit down one of these days, like outside of here or whatever, just sit down and say, hey, let's create a list of questions that we can ask the guest, and then we could take that information and then do our research, and then that way we can have all, like, information that pertains to that guest.
Like, so I
kind of
heard-
like what I did, Lena, because, like, I literally had a list of questions, like, for a musician. Like, this is specific to a musician. Like, how did you get into it? Blah, 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 blah. But it doesn't necessarily have to be specific to, a musician or whatever. We can have generic questions that would translate to whatever that person's passion is.
Yep.
Whether it be music, whether it be 3D printing, whether it be UFOs, whether it be ghosts, whether it be whatever.
And if it's like if it's somebody talking about what they do for a life, we give them a chance to plug their business.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I'm all down for that. I'm 100%.
Oh yeah, and then I forgot to tell you.
and then also, if they're doing it for their business, have them send not only their photo but also their logo too.
Yeah,
so
put
we
their
can-
logo up
Yep.
there. Hey,
Logo,
check these
contact info,
motherfuckers
yeah.
out. Hopefully, we
I
have
dig it.
somebody who's successful and doesn't have a fucking 2-star Google Yelp rating.
Ooh, yeah.
Like
Like
we
the
start
venue
getting
I was at this
comments in the
weekend.
section like that dude you had on the phone or on the show last week was a fucking cocksucker. Like, anyways,
Yeah.
Yeah.
So anyway, yeah.
Uh,
Oh, look, I like how we have our TV in the background. Yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah.
I get
I like
easily
the
distracted.
Full, I like
Squirrel.
the full
I think
studios.
I think it's going to be a couple of weeks. I talked to Dan Phillips.
I was like, next door, Dan.
No. I talked to Dan Phillips. He said it'll probably be a couple of weeks before he can come in and he'll talk about his experience as U.S. Marshal.
Oh, finally. God,
So-
we've been working on that one for a fucking
Yeah, and then Brent Pusey will be in. He was
That's gonna be hard.
police officer.
Last name like that, that's gonna be tough.
Pusey.
So growing up,
No,
You see.
no.
What did you have to endure? Does this have anything to do with why you became a cop?
No.
So you can go after
Just
them.
kidding.
I wasn't really.
Name.
No
You know what,
disrespect, man.
back in the day, I wasn't really expecting Dan to be, to be a marshal, and God knows I wasn't expecting Brent to be a cop in California. But he said Brent said as long as we don't bash cops or anything like that, or anybody on the show bash cops, he said he'll come in.
Does he know we talk? Never mind. Does he know what we talk about?
Oh, he knows. He's seen it.
Okay.
He know. Okay.
Yeah.
So
he knows. He's seen.
All right.
And so is Dan, because Dan was on the show one night.
All right. Okay.
Remember when he
I'm
was
down.
up in Oak City?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
As
when
long
Lang
as
was here.
Sometimes there's narcotics talked on here, so
They don't care.
okay.
They don't care. I mean, I went
Actually,
to
there's
school
some
and
stories that I
played
want
baseball
to
with
talk
them,
about that. Actually, I talked to Natalie about it, but we'll save it for another podcast.
Yes, because
Yeah. No, I know.
it's running 3.5.
I didn't know if I was going to be here tonight, so I was like, that's why I didn't have anything ready.
It's all right. We did fine. We
we did all right.
You showed up
we
20
should all
minutes
go
after it
to
started. We're
Applebee's
fine.
and discuss.
What?
What?
Huh? What?
What?
Huh?
Unicorn
Not
says
right
what?
now.
Unicorn say what?
I think we should all go to Applebee's. Not right now.
With your unicorn onesie? I think that's a fucking
Fucking
great idea.
Applebee's is disgusting.
See, I told you it's not fancy like Applebee's.
Applebee's used to be.
She's like, the
fancy.
song says it's fancy. I'm like, the song is
no,
being
it's not.
satirical.
Applebee's is terrible.
Okay, then let's go to Chili's.
Chili's, TGI Fridays, or any one of the better spots. I will.
Hey, Oriental chicken salad.
You know what I
which is
miss?
racist.
You know what restaurant I
That's
do
racist.
miss?
Bennigan's.
Bennigan. Yeah, I do. That's my dude.
Yes. Ice holes.
They made really good
Ice holes.
potato skins.
Dude, fucking Bennigan's was the shit. Like, everything was fucking what?
I still have the food at the back of my car.
Yeah, I know. I already thought about that. It's probably nice and warm.
Just throw it in the fridge.
Hopefully, maybe.
It's already in the fridge. man.
I've
It's cold
ate
outside, shit.
that I left in the car. I'm good. Yeah, it's actually cold outside. You should be good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How
It's not like it's been
How long
days.
did you have the heater on? Anyways, I gotta shut up. Jesus.
All right, Andy. All right, everybody. I appreciate y'all tuning in. Love you long time. If you haven't added or subscribed on our Facebook, Twitch, or
Smash that button.
smash that button, like us, love us, and follow us because
more of us.
we want to follow you. No, I'm just kidding.
Okay, Lena, write me
Like
back. What the
creepy.
hell is May Dragon?
What?
All right.
Lena is
creepy.
having May Dragon for dinner.
May Dragon.
Fucking May Dragon.
All right, we'll
I
talk
don't
about
eat
May
dragons.
Dragon after.
I don't want them to
after
burn
we
my
go.
house down. They're mine.
All right. Love you a long time. Thank you guys for tuning in. And
See
we
y'all.
will catch you on Thursday for another amazing episode. Yes, sir.
Bye.
Bye, good night. Y'all have a wonderful day.
See ya.
All right. Deuces.
Yep.
I get a touch.